Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dire Roll Lost Horizon. You're gonna need a mute. And oh, Vegas just totally was unprepared. Still gaming over there. Lost track of time. Amazing. It wouldn't be the start of a Lost Horizon stream without Vegas doing something. You know, he's like
it was kind of a bummer not to see the dance, so I'm not gonna lie.
He's like our cold open. You know.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been gone.
Good, because it's the truth.
We've been gone a while. And we left off. I think we ended early because we were having some problems with the kiddos. So it's been a while, and we didn't even have a full session last time. So we need a big old recap. The big old recap. So the crew being High Post, Irene, Elise, Zeke. None of them are humans. They're all various aliens that you've never heard of, unless you've watched Lost Horizon before. They were heading up a scientific research that went it took a hard left turn when they accidentally contacted some incredibly dangerous and hostile alien race that decided to pay their corner of the galaxy a visit, and it was rough. Yeah. It culminated with the destruction of a planet. So, you know. I mean, you got the bad guys, Irene. You just took out a couple, 100,000, maybe 1 million.
A couple,
It's just a little genocide. It's fine.
Just a splash of genocide to really.
We're the good guys.
It was
the good guys.
Surprise genocide.
Surprise genocide.
Yeah, it was unplanned genocide.
Oops! There goes an entire global population.
Darn. The bot isn't working, so that's fun.
That Irene.
Honestly, I can't chat myself. I can't send any message in Twitch at all.
Are we live?
We're live. Yes, we are. Live. I just don't know why I personally can, but that's fine, whatever.
You've been banned.
I know, you didn't thank me for a subscription. How dare you?
Well, I just kind of felt... I was going to say it, but I'm like, is that kind of like... I don't know, that felt kind of...
I've been saving it for you.
Well, thank you.
There's so many times I had other people I wanted to use it for you.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for the subscription, babe. Alright. After that, the planet that was hosting them kind of betrayed them and locked them up in a underwater black site. Just a little bit of betrayal. And then they got handed over to Hypoist's family's ship, the Sanguilin Alpha. And then, up until that point, Hypoist had created a new persona for himself. His name was Quentin Q. Cumber.
Playwright extraordinaire.
Yeah, interplanetary playwright, beloved artisan.
If you could read between the lines between all four players' positive reactions and the game master's deep hatred, it was really annoying. But we got through it. I'm sure Quentin will come back.
Look, I did a lot of reading on the Troubles in Ireland, and their tactic whenever captured was to just refuse who they actually were, even if everybody knew it. And
okay.
Interrogations never got anywhere. So
I'm not entirely sure if that was a tactic or if the Irish were just too drunk to know who they were.
I'm just saying, it's not a role-playing group without at least one reference to the IRA. So, check that box. We got it.
I mean, we've checked a lot of boxes.
We've checked a lot of boxes. We're on, session, 22.
Does that mean I need to make a reference to the FLQ?
free liberation Quebec?
Yeah, essentially. Pretty much. They bombed the building.
See, that's a bit more obscure.
Did they send an apology note?
No. They were the
These are the Quebecois. They don't fucking apologize.
they
that's
harnessed
fair.
the anger of the geese.
Speaking.
Head
of
over to
angry
DM's Guild to get
Canadians-
our Path of the Geese.
Speaking of anger Canadians, please explain the flying bear.
Oh, that's
No.
that's an inside reference. Okay. Oh, and now new guy subscribed to Prime with Prime. Well, thank you, new guy. You guys are awesome.
Mine won't let me for 2 more days, so you get it next week.
Okay. You just have an onslaught. I like it. You know, consistency is key. Well, Hypoist was reunited with his uncle, although reunited may not be like it brings up emotions that may not have quite been.
Reunited and it's not so good.
There you go. And then you guys were planning to break out because I believe Alicia has secreted on her person a Psyblade. We don't want to know where it is. Secreted?
Don't say secreted. Secreted. She didn't ooze it out of her pores.
I actually had
6
an
of
idea
one,
on
half
that.
dozen of the other.
I actually had an idea on that because it's like it looks like a bauble. I was like, what if I have like attached like a hair tie in my hair?
No, I mean the blade looks like a hill.
But it's concealable, so it can be collapsible. It's like, what if I collapsed it down to like just the bauble? And
Okay, well I'm
Much
gonna.
better than the
There's
idea
so
I
much-
had.
Look, there's so much going on. I don't want to worry too much about it, really. Is like maybe just perhaps the race Alicia's, I just lost the word.
Dorak.
The Dorak. Maybe the Dorak are marsupials.
They are not. Okay, so I need to move
You're not
this
fun.
further from my face because I'm peeking. Okay, I'm gonna go turn down the AC because it's hot, and you guys can talk in character, and then we can commence the breakout.
We cannot actually talk in character because we're in 2 separate rooms. So both Alicia and Irene can talk in character, and Zeke and Hypoest can talk in character.
Every opportunity that has happened for communication between the rooms across the hall, Irene has yelled at Hypoest.
Yeah, it's been less than favorable. I'm not sure why.
She's just angry, and Hypoest is who she's most comfortable taking it out on.
Yeah, that's true. So, really, I wasn't able to secret much away on my end. I'm not very good at secreting, and the things we have back on us, I don't think I was allowed to bring my armor back.
I have a
should
shiv.
update. Irene has a shiv. And I have a flashlight. I should mark somehow the
And a
things that are
humidifier.
being carried.
This
I
will
do
mean
have my
nothing.
humidifier. Yeah, I don't have much. This is I
I'm just
have
gonna
the trust of my uncle, which I
Yes.
shouldn't have. It's on the list of things that I should not have, but I do have that.
I
Mad
wouldn't diss
boots.
the power of the flashlight, but that's for another story.
Over in the girls' dorm, we do have
Weaponry.
a few circuit boards.
Come save us.
Some power cells. We do not have a working entertainment center anymore. Yeah, we've got a shiv, we've got a hidden Psyblade, and some electronical components.
You also have the power of your minds.
We do, but it's very uncomfortable over here, as I recall. I believe there was some sort of dampener being used.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't take note of that because it doesn't affect me.
It's also a crew of Solis, so you know that.
Yeah.
So they have all the powers, all the electronics, and all the weaponry. I feel like the power balance is a little bit skewed toward them rather than
No,
us.
it's okay because what the difference is that we're very pretty, and so they'll have to save us.
Yes. And the
We're
only
like-
reason why Razik is pretty is because of the awesome art skills of Caddy here. Just
Oh my
FYI.
God, every time.
Yes.
What's the opposite of a damsel?
Dudesel.
A dudesel. Well, my brain would go Nizel, because
Well, a dame is
dame,
a sir is opposite of dame.
Yeah, is a knight.
So a Cersei.
A sir. Okay, all right. Cersei.
I feel like
I
my
found
shirt
it,
is
actually.
more red,
It's-
and I'm worried the white balance is not right on my webcam.
Your white balance is not right.
I found the male version, but I'm really bad at French, so I'm just gonna paste it into the Discord for someone else to say out loud.
Someone else.
Demoiselle.
Wink, wink.
Demoiselle, yeah.
Demoiselle.
Yeah,
Demoiselle.
demoiselle, as opposed to
Demoiselle.
demoiselle, which is a French word, so the male equivalent is yeah. There you go. This is now an educational stream.
Just before the swear words come out.
Swear words can be educational.
Especially
You might
when
think,
my
words are
daughter.
in
I
English.
didn't know that was physically possible.
Especially when my 2-year-old repeats them.
Yes.
So anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, that is what I am, and beautiful little Hyperwest is a shining light and a sweet darling, but is not very good at breakouts because that requires ingenuity and intelligence.
Well, to be fair, you did have a somewhat good plan. Last I remember, you wanted to distract the guard, I think, or something like that, and then Razik would choke him out, which was a little bit extreme, but Razik was down for it.
Yeah. Our plan effectively was like, I've been going to the restroom every time they come by to ask if we need to go to the restroom. Just to be like going in and out of the doors and talking to people and stuff. That way, once the doors open, hopefully you can get the jump on them. Like maybe lower their guard a little bit because they're like, well, this idiot's not the dangerous one. So yeah, we can commence steal the ship mission. Steal the ship.
Operation Get the Hell Out of Here.
Operation Stab My Uncle. I mean, I'd prefer to not kill him entirely, but
We're getting real Shakespearean.
We will have to disable my uncle.
I want to point out that out of the entire crew, Hypoist is the only one without the accoutrements with which to stab his uncle.
Yeah,
That's
someone else
fall
is
to
gonna.
one of the rest of us.
Yeah, someone else can stab my uncle, and then we'll like put him somewhere, and I'll just explain to him like, "Hey, I love you. You're part of the family. Except I do not enjoy being around you or any of the rest of the family. Goodbye."
Please to get stabbed.
All right. So yeah, that's the plan on mine and Razik's end. We do not know Irene and Elise's plan.
We've been kind of banging our heads together trying to figure out how to use the components of the now disassembled entertainment center to possibly bypass the lock from inside the cell, for lack of a better term. To no avail. It has not been going well. And we've been having heart-to-hearts. Good quality time, basically.
My mom always called that quantity time.
But why?
Because it's not necessarily that the time you're spending together is it doesn't build you up so much as you have spent so much time together that you cannot help but enjoy one another's company now.
Oh, okay. Yes, I see. Because we can't leave each other's company, it is no longer quality time. It is quantity time because there's so much of it.
There's so much of
Got
it. Yeah.
Got it.
It's not like anything valuable is happening. Quantity time could be like, well, we spent 8 hours in a small room listening to Eminem together, so now we are very close.
Whoa. That is quality time. I don't care who you are.
Not for 8 hours.
Well, it depends.
For
You know,
8 hours.
One of his newer albums, or back when he was talented. For anyone just listening, Vegas just turned off his freaking camera.
Just disappeared, actually. It was really good.
Ninja vanish.
I'm leaving.
Anyway, good luck, Elise.
I think everyone's just waiting on Elise to go ham.
Yeah, I think really what's going to happen is it's the likely event situation, right, is Hyper West is going to try and convince one of the guards to help him with something inside of the... Either that, or Razik is going to be like, help, he's injured, so that one of the guard comes in.
That classic
that
move.
Way, yeah, classic prison break move. And then, well, I am pretty heavily injured, and Razik is a doctor, so
we can sell it.
We can sell it. Then Razik's gonna hassle that guy. Hopefully we can use something on his person to open the door for Elise and Irene and be like, come on, we're getting you out of here. And then they will save us after that step. Because if we don't get them out, then we have no chance of winning.
Okay.
I do have a critical wound.
Oof.
Well, I mean, Razik already agreed to that sort of plan.
You want to put that in motion?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess the most credible way to get a guard in here, since we know the rotation, we can start a little bit before the guard is expected to pass by our door. And Razik could lightly reopen a wound on...
I don't think that's really necessary. I do currently have a lot of wounds. I could just, perform my illness to great effect.
Okay,
and
but
Hypos is male.
Instead of you starting me bleeding out.
Hypos is male, so it'll come naturally to him. Of just being like, yeah,
I
am
it hurts
so injured.
Bad. I have a
don't
cold. I can't get out of bed. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
Perfect.
Can confirm.
Very well, then I leave the floor to you to attract the guard.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna roll performance first to determine how convincing this is.
I think we established though that you're gonna get a +1 step.
Because I'm heavily injured?
Yeah, that.
Well, I do have a +1 on performance just already.
Well, you get another one.
There we go, because I also have a -3 from being...
There you go, so it's only a -1.
Heavily wounded. Nope. That's not it. But I do have a hero point to spend.
Do you want
to? I'm going to spend one of my hero points. I had 2, so now it's down to 1. So that I can convincingly get this guard in here for Razik to do his super ninja move.
Y'all saw that, right? the intense rack zoom on freaking new guy.
I know. I'm trying to fix it.
I thought he was gonna make a face and he just immediately zoomed out. Yeah, we're like, okay.
Man, I missed out
I
on
just
new
saw
guy
it on the delayed
Boozu.
stream. I just saw it on the delayed stream.
Oh,
While you're
missing
fixing
out.
things, new guy, you are really, your background is washing you out.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on that.
Okay, you kind of look like a villain in a cartoon right now. I don't know if
It's
that's
really
what you're
fun,
going
though.
for.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
Okay, so with a successful performance check, God, it's so hard to maneuver in these half squares. There we go. This armored guard comes up. Oh, I pulled up the wrong stat block. And says, what's wrong?
It's your time to shine, new guy.
Razik is gonna walk like next to the trooper, and he's gonna kind of point out at one of Ipoest's wounds and say like, "This one seems to have," and like as he's speaking, just gonna try to, clock him.
Okay, well, the door's still closed. So, you guys are level 6.
Yeah.
I still haven't updated y'all's freaking...
You gotta get him in here so you can use
Okay,
the
get
claws.
him in here. Then yeah,
I could have sworn I did.
one of Ipoest's wounds has reopened. I would need my medical supplies in here.
Okay.
Oh.
Razik, give me a deception check with a +3 step.
Thank God there's a +3, because yeah. Deception, where is it? It's here. I need a 60 +3 step.
60.
Says you need a 16?
Yes. I'm
He has
gonna
no
hero point if I
personality.
have one.
Well, you're down to...
If you have one, you might not from saving my life so many times.
I have one,
Okay.
so I spend it.
The most heroic of escape attempts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're both very heroically pretending that I am in a lot of pain.
Well,
So did he bring my medical supply?
well, first he opens the door and steps in. And then he starts
Okay.
looking over Hypoest.
Gotta get him.
Yeah, well, if he's not bringing my medical supplies, then it's gonna be hand to hand, because I'm gonna try to knock him out.
Oh, okay, you want to wait for him to go back and get your medical supplies and bring it to you?
Yes, if possible.
Okay. We're going to fast forward. He does that.
Zoop.
All right then.
Time to
I'm
use
gonna
that talent that I don't have on the overlay.
I know, right?
Damn it. That's what 3 weeks will do for you.
It's been busy on y'all's side.
Busy. I prepped
give me a
5
second.
battle maps today. So,
Give me just a second. I need to
Oh,
find out
jeez.
where it is. Because in between now and then, I wiped my computer and I moved a bunch of stuff to try and safeguard it. I don't know where I safeguard all the books. Is Alternity here? It is not. Where the heck did I save Alternity?
well, while you do that, I'm going to go pull it up on Drive. I don't know why that's a weird message. Your trash is changing. Alright, you're using preventative medicine, right?
Yes.
I got it right here.
Okay, please read because I haven't found the folder yet.
In combat, you can use medical supplies as a weapon. As a weapon, your medical supplies use the same tech era as listed for tech security purposes, uses the medical first aid skill to attack with, has a range of adjacent, and has 2 methods of attack, scalpel or sedative. Declare which method you are using before making attack. The scalpel method does 1d4 plus 1/4 physical or energy damage if the tech era is 7 or greater, which it is, so energy damage. The sedative method does not deal damage, instead inflicts 1 lowest severity wound box on a hit, considered non-lethal. If the sedative achieves a stellar success, instead of inflicting 2 wound boxes, the target is impaired.
I think I would want to go with the sedative route. Because it would take a lot of wounds to bring him down, but the sedative I might be able to impair him, and then get his stuff.
Okay.
So you said first aid, right?
That's what it does.
So medicine, I get a natural +1. Then I get first aid. That's another +1. Would I get a surprise on him bonus of some sort, or is he expecting
I'll
such?
let you get a +1.
So +3 total so far, and I don't see anything else that would give me a bonus. So let's roll +3. That's a stellar.
Okay. Well, you only inflict the lowest wound box, but he's a minion. So.
And he would get impaired,
Oh.
so he's knocked out.
Yep. So you just inject him in the neck, and he has a little nap.
I'll switch place with him and prop him in the corner of the room.
Actually, he's asleep. So. Okay.
So he's not seen. And I'm gonna grab the. I'm assuming he potentially has a key. Can I look for a key?
Yeah. Now you find a key. You have enough time to. He's not like normal asleep. He's drug-induced asleep. God, that feels great right now.
So I'm gonna open the door across.
Okay.
So does he have a weapon on him?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm armed, baby. What is it?
So, good question. I assume it's a laser rifle. Yeah, jazz.
Better.
It's a laser rifle, jazz.
Pill or...
Not a normal laser rifle.
Cool. Can I get the stats for that? I only have a pill one, usually.
I got you.
Cool, thank you. Well, boys and girls, you're halfway out. You got out of the cell and into the obnoxious grid.
Yes.
The map looks great outside of this hallway. Promise.
So I opened the door to the girl's room.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna go into the hallway to give space. Oh my god, this skin.
You gotta go diagonal. Yeah, you gotta zigzag across the hall.
There you go. So now people can funnel through
And Razik, you would know that on stage left is a shower, on stage right is a restroom. From where you are right now.
Cool.
You know, those two doors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I move over just... Oh. That's in the room? Okay, that's the hallway.
Can you guys give me stealth checks with a +1 step? Those of you in the hall, so the men folk.
Oh, thank God! That's a success. That's average.
Okay, you said stealth?
Yeah.
Let me double check.
That southern door has a window, and there's an assault trooper right there.
Yeah, I was just kind of planning on running that way and shooting him. Because I do have a -3 step on everything right now.
Right.
So you said we had a +1 to the stealth?
Yes. Actually, Razik has a medical kit. If you wanted to give you an analgesic spray.
I don't think I'm gonna get a better roll on that D6.
Nope, you rolled a 1, so I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah. That's just underneath a success though, so.
Okay, so before you can act, this assault trooper sees you guys in the hallway, and he hits a button that makes all the lights turn red and flashy.
Yeah. That's okay though.
Emergency meeting.
And you all appear in the
someone
cafeteria.
didn't do the dishes. Oh, this is locked?
Yeah.
Razik, I need the key. They lock all of the doors? Imagine locking the door to the hallway to the bathroom.
This is particularly the hallway to the prisoners. So yeah.
I tried to unlock this door with a card I have.
Alright, stop. Hammer time.
Okay. Wait, I accidentally moved. Can you put me back?
Okay. All the assault troopers are gonna go on
the same.
one impulse because they're minions. So let me go ahead and just spawn another assault trooper just for so he can't die. I could put him in combat. I think all there is assault troopers for now.
My uncle.
Like I said, for now. Anyone that has an NPC is just like a crewman, technician type, who won't want to get into a shootout with you. So let's go ahead and roll initiative. Assault Trooper has a initiative of 13. Ooh, he got an excellent.
I don't remember if wound penalties count
They do.
towards initiative. They do? That's what I
Yeah.
thought. But that makes sense.
Is this everybody rolling initiative?
Yes. Your door is open. So.
Oh, hey. I didn't fail. That's nice.
So we're assuming you got an analgesic spray?
Oh, I actually could have probably rolled better, though. Oh, not really.
Well,
That's
you only
fine.
did a -2.
You
only rolled a -2 step. So I'm assuming
Yeah.
you got an analgesic spray?
I already have a +1 to initiative.
Oh,
I have
okay.
+1
So
step.
yeah, because no one confirmed that there was analgesic spray in play. Okay, got you. You
Yeah.
my
No,
bad.
so far there's none as far as I'm aware.
All right, and Hypos, you got a
Success.
okay. So what we started doing in our Thursday group, and it helps me a lot, is once all the rolls are made, if you guys write out what success level you got and the number, that helps.
Okay.
That helps it go quicker. So if it's an average, yeah. Awesome. Okay, so the assault troopers won initiative, so that bites. And then
Love a
it's
challenge.
doing it again. Hopefully it'll just do it the once.
Yay!
Hopefully it'll just do it the once. Okay, and then I delete that, and then Irene is next. Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna do it the once, and then lowest, and then at least he failed with a 7. He failed with a 5. Right, good to go. Assault Trooper goes first. The Assault Trooper is going to shoot at Razik.
Why me?
You are the
Well-
most competent one here right now.
Sure.
Hypos doesn't exactly project intimidation in his current state.
That's fair. I still hate you, but that's
Which is
fair.
a tactic.
Yeah, got him.
Haha!
I should point out that everybody is without armor at this point. Oh, and
Yes.
he's behind this chair. He's using that for cover. He got into cover while you came over to the door to unlock it. Just so you know.
That's fair.
So he's in half cover. The shooter Zeke. He has a +1 step. He fucking missed. Okay.
Okay, well, you missed
Yep, Irene, you're up.
2 steps. Actually, like forward.
Can't see nothing. Okay, cool. So that was 2 meters. 4, 6.
That trooper's asleep.
I know.
Oh. Welcome to the war crimes part of the session.
I mean, how have we not already done? Oh, you meant the session, not the campaign. I was like,
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
already done war
Yeah.
crime.
Yeah.
That's new.
That's a 2 impulse move. Irene's
Okay.
done.
Hypost.
Well, Razik doesn't really have anything to go after this guy right away, but
In
I'll-
theory, I could charge.
I'll
Yes, you can
Well-
charge.
it won't let me move over here.
Do diagonal first and then south.
Okay, would I have been able to step through the
Yes, yeah, that would have been a
Okay.
2 meter move.
so I can still fire
Ja.
on this guy. You said
Yes.
he's in cover?
Yeah, so you're gonna get a -2 on top of all the other, unbearable penalties.
So
Remember, though, laser rifle is accurate.
That's true. So you get an additional +1 step.
And I believe you're specialized.
I'm
aren't you?
specialized in rifle, yeah.
Yeah.
So I only have a -3. That's okay.
It's a good roll.
Oh
That's a good-
man,
Wow, you rolled.
that's just
You
one
rolled.
short of an excellent.
Did you see what you rolled? You rolled
Yeah.
one less
Yeah.
than max on both dice.
Yep.
So you got an average hit on him.
Oh yeah, just
Okay.
he barely survived that, but he's still not gonna survive that. What was the damage dice on that again? Let me
think it's
double check.
D6 plus
1d6
1.
plus
1.
1/8. Yeah.
The 8 would be.
Did you get an
Yeah.
excellent?
It's a 1d6 1/8.
I did not get an
Okay, so it's
excellent.
1d6 plus 1. Oof. All right, you slam into him, but his armor soaks it.
God,
Yeah.
guess
That was a
I'm
4 impulse
gonna
action.
disrobe him later. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna steal his armor.
Alicia, you're up.
He's roughly my build.
Did Razik already go? Because I failed my.
Yeah.
You
got a
felt
7.
higher than me.
You failed
I
better.
Razik got a 5.
Oh, I was reading on reads. My bad. Brain not operating. Also had lack of sleep. Let's see. Each space is 2.
Yep.
I can see why this hall is a pain in the ass.
Because it's about 2/5 of a square on either side.
Yeah, that thing's not cool. I guess I'll hold. Can I hold drawing the side blade?
Yeah, you can ready an action to
Okay.
draw your weapon.
Yeah, I'm ready an action to draw my weapon. I don't want to do it yet. I want to see if these two can handle it.
Oh, actually,
kind of
you,
mine.
you already moved, so I'm gonna do that as a reposition. Because you can't ready an action and move.
Fair enough.
So you moved. It's Razik's turn.
Just for the sake of ruling thing, I cannot use preventative medicine with first responder
Correct.
because responder is to help and preventative medicine is to
Is to
not
hurt.
help.
You are now complete. Oh wait, no, it just fixed. Okay. While you were talking,
What
no,
was it?
It was like you were just like a ghost.
Interesting. Might be the settings. I might have to play with them more. Okay, well, I'm gonna charge for an additional impulse. And I'm gonna stab him with a syringe.
Oof. Okay.
So we established, unless he's dodging, that it would be 3 impulse plus 1 because I'm charging, so 4, and then it would be plus 3 total. No, not because plus 3 is with a surprise, so plus 2 total. A 12 for medicine is excellent.
Okay. Well, so since he's a minion, he's a. Oh wait, he's not dead. You're putting him to sleep.
Yes.
Okay. That was a 4 impulse.
I believe so, yes, because I charge.
All right, Irene, you're up.
All right, this guy's got knocked the fuck out and is laying on the floor.
Yep.
And Hypost already took his gun.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm gonna root around for energy packs, sidearm, anything I can get off this guy.
Okay. You find some stuff.
Okay.
I might lose some frames because I don't have that PDF open.
Jacob, I noticed I'm reading over preventative medicine. I don't see any impulse cost in it. I assume it was 3.
The default is always 3. If there's no impulse
yeah.
value, then it's assumed 3.
Yeah,
Perfect.
especially if it's using a quote-unquote non-combat skill. It defaults 3.
Okay.
Okay. For a 3 impulse action, mute, babe. For a 3 impulse action, you find a med kit and 2 grenades, 2 different grenades.
Okay. Those are mine now.
Actually, since you're a weapons expert, I'm going to tell you what grenades they are. One is a flash grenade, and the other is a numb gas grenade. You're muted.
It's like tear gas, but instead of making you cryy and itchy, it makes you.
Yeah, a little bit. It impairs them. If they're already impaired, they become incapacitated for 3d6 minutes, which I need to add onto the sedative. I need to say if they're already impaired, it makes them incapacitated. Obviously, against minions, it's moot.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Cool. That's my action. Thank you.
Yep. At least you're up. Klaxons are sounding off and crap. Is there no wall there? Hold up. Oh. There's supposed to be a wall here.
Well, right there.
There. It'll update after you move your token.
Oh,
This might be
okay.
terrible, but this room we're in kind of looks like a toilet seat.
I mean, I guess I'll just.
Back to the game.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, moving is something else.
Yeah, you gotta
I want to
zigzag.
position here because I want to watch this. I want to watch this door to see if anyone comes through.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, the assault trooper's turn. These guys are... Let's say last turn. This turn they're gonna... For a 1 impulse. Back to high post.
Nice.
Oops, I accidentally
So
locked the door
Razik-
while trying to move the map.
That assault trooper is handled, right?
Oh yeah, he just got drugged.
Okay, then Hype West is gonna look at NPC over here and say like, "We're not gonna hurt y'all. We just wanna be free." And then I'm gonna use move to go back up this way, which is gonna be fine. Can I like scoot past Elise?
Yes, I mean you can just go ahead and occupy her space because we know there's This isn't normal
I think I
movement
have
because of
I
the
think I have a
fucking hallway.
speed, yeah, of 20, so that's
10
me.
squares, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 6 left.
5, 6.
Razik still has the key card.
God damn it. Okay, then I'm gonna wait here at the door
Back to Elise.
with the rifle trained.
Back to Elise.
I mean, I'm just gonna be keeping a watch out because I don't want to draw my weapon unless I absolutely have to. Right here, I can see both ends. I'm gonna stick here.
Do the Dorak have any like natural weapons?
I do, my claws.
Oh, cool.
But I'm not very proficient in hand to hand, so
Yeah, that'll do it.
Well, since you're being vigilant, you see through the windows on the door a pair of guards, assault troopers, rushing down the hallway.
What kind of
I'm gonna yell that out. We have more incoming.
are there windows in these doors?
Yes.
Okay.
To describe the windows, they're narrow rectangles, parallel with the sides, and like close to the middle. Kind of like school doors, you know. Actually, I just realized that school doors are probably not uniform. That's how they were in my high school. It is Razik's turn, and now Razik is very red.
There you go.
There you go. I
Beautiful.
think that
Nailed it.
That's gonna be.
Yeah, and now my shirt looks more red than yours, so nailed it.
Okay, so the NPC that's down there, could you quickly explain to me?
He looks like an engineer, similar to like Irene, but without the murder.
I just told him we were not going to hurt him
Yes,
and that we're just trying to be free. So please honor that.
No. Well, I mean, I could sedate him, but he doesn't look like he's about to fight. Like he's hiding behind the whatever thing.
Vegas over there acting like Irene never murdered someone.
So Jaken is just hiding. Like it doesn't.
Yeah,
look like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be a
He's
problem.
he is cowering. Yeah.
Okay. And there's a big door down there, but I don't see anything so far.
Definitely manslaughtered. Murder's a stretch.
Yeah.
Okay. I accept.
I mean, you manslaughtered via Doc misinterpreting the reverse. Doc murdered.
Second-degree genocide.
Wouldn't hold up in court.
Okay,
Prove anything.
That's
Yeah.
8 of movement.
Okay.
And since they're not close to the door, that's just gonna be movement. I'm gonna hope not to dodge.
Irene.
Yeah, cool.
Marine's gonna step here. Oh, the door's open. But that door isn't.
Correct.
Not yet. I bet there's a weapon on the assault dude down below, though.
We're gonna call that a 1 impulse reposition and hang out right there.
Okay, Elise.
Can I get down to this guy? I don't know much movement. It's hard to map it with.
He's
Some stupid
unconscious.
half-thing.
You may not be able
I'd
to
say-
see.
I want to search him.
Oh, you can 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you have plenty of movement to get to him.
All right, cool. I want to rifle his pockets.
There. All
God,
right, that's a move
yeah,
action.
That's why.
I'll do it.
I'm
All
gonna-
right, I posed it. Back to you.
Does this glass look like it could be shot through?
It looks reinforced, but possibly.
Do lasers ricochet?
No.
I mean, so I might as well try. I want to try. I guess actually, Oh, assault troopers next. Yeah, then I'm gonna 1 impulse hold so that I can go after Razik.
Are you doing a readied action, or are you just doing a pass to do nothing?
My goal is once the door's open, I can shoot at this
Okay,
guy.
so you're doing a hold action, a ready.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as the door's open, you're gonna bust a cap.
Yeah.
Okay, the assault troopers. Excuse me. They one of them is gonna move back and take cover around this corner. The other one just kind of crouches down and levels his weapon, and he says, "Hi, Poist, don't do anything stupid."
But that's all I know what to do.
Okay,
What does
Irene.
that mean?
Irene's gonna look down at the 2 grenades in her hand and put one of them in a pocket, and then hold her action.
Okay.
As soon as that door opens, it's getting.
Which
All right.
one of them?
Razik.
We'll say the flash
Flash is in her hand or in her pocket?
in her hand.
Oh, okay.
Jaken, unlocking the door. Well, actually, we haven't tried to open it, have we?
Yeah.
That's true.
He said it was locked.
I forget that only DMs can see the lock symbol, so I just assume you guys can see that too, but that is not the case.
Okay, if I were to unlock it, is that a single action, or can
Yeah,
I
that'd be a
unlock
one
and
impulse.
open?
Unlocking would be a one impulse. And
then I would have to open, like
yeah.
next impulse.
Yeah. Also, I'm looking up the rules on what happens if everyone triggers their ready to action at once.
In theory, as per the initiative, I think they all go together, so like people could
like it's all
instant drop each other.
simultaneously. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that
people
makes
could
the
all
most
drop each
sense.
other.
If you spend an impulse unlocking the door, then I guess I can use my turn to open it so that Irene can throw.
Oh, I've been doing ready to actions wrong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do explain?
I thought it was a reaction with an impulse of the action. But is it a reaction with an impulse of the action plus one?
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So ready
Yeah,
reaction
okay.
is pretty time intensive.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna unlock the door since I have the card out, and that's it.
Elise's rifling, I'm guessing.
Well, it's now Elise's turn. Do you want to rifle?
Yes, I'm going through his pockets.
Alright, you get a numb gas grenade, a flash grenade, a laser rifle, and a medikit.
Just as long as you're
Right.
not secreting.
A little fast and echoey because you're next to me. What was it again?
Yeah, your fellow teammates can help you out. Because it's the same gear the other guy had.
Yeah.
I still
got you.
holding?
Alright.
So I guess I'm gonna open the door just to
Okay.
get Irene to throw.
Okay, the assault trooper, this one right here, is going to let loose his ready action, and then Irene is also going to let loose his ready action, and her ready action, and they're going to go simultaneously. So this assault trooper is going to shoot at Razik, and I'm going to
I can't even see him.
And since you guys are kind of crammed in that hallway, I'm going to give Razik quarter cover. So that's going to be a -1 for a flat 20. That is a miss.
Okay. I'm not gonna move because of the grenade that is potentially incoming.
Okay, so according to thrown weapons rules, the maximum distance of my throw is 4 meters times my athletics skill modifier. With my athletic skill modifier is 5, so 20 meters. And I mean that's I'm kind of aiming for like right there.
Okay.
Um,
And this is the flash, right?
This is the flash grenade, yes. So, right there. And I need to make my athletics roll. Any modifiers?
No.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Yeah.
You can.
So. Oh. Okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you can aim per normal attack action.
That's not going to help me now.
Yeah.
So that is a failure.
Okay, so failure on a blast weapon. This is a would this be indirect or direct?
It's indirect fire because I'm not directing it at a target. I'm directing it to an area.
Okay.
Direct blast is if I'm shooting a rocket at the dude.
Right.
Either way, a failure is 2d4 meters from my target.
So roll 2d4 and then I'll roll a d8.
Okay. 2d4, 5.
Okay, well, you lucked out. Because I rolled a 7, it's gonna go per my cursor, it's gonna go right there and just hit the wall. So it's gonna go right there. And the way flash grenades works is it's just area 6, so it's both the troopers.
Yay!
Yay!
This is the first time we've used a flash grenade, so let's figure out what the heck it does.
And if we like them, Irene will build us more.
No pressure flash grenades.
Yeah, fucking flash
All right,
grenades.
this grenade is only available as a thrown weapon. As the name suggests, it dazzles its opponents by creating a brilliant flash with no physical harm. Any creature within the sense of the sight in the area must make a dodge check or become blinded. Okay. They dodge on a... Oh, poor sweet guys dodge on a freaking 16. So, boopty and schloopty. Okay, they are both blinded by the light.
Okay. It doesn't say how long they're blinded.
It is a active resist using dodge.
Oh, okay.
They have to
Got it.
furiously
So
rub
they-
their eyes.
Yeah. Yep. Got it. And because it says active resist dodge, it doesn't have a number next to it. They just need a single success.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I think
Good.
it says
Good.
one,
Good.
right? Wasn't it?
No. Well, on
No,
mine
it
it says
says active resist dodge. Yeah, so it just defaults to
Yeah.
one success. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. All right, Hopos,
So
that was
that
your one
was-
impulse action.
Oh.
Okay, it is the end of the round. Something happens, but it's off screen. Razik, you're up.
Now that... Oops. Sorry, I don't mean to click. It's my push talk that does that. Now that the door's open, how far am I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 10 meters?
4 is 8 meters. Yeah.
Oh, yes. And I know there's a guy. I can't see him, but I know there's a guy like in somewhere there. I'm gonna go and try and knock one out. So I'm gonna charge. Hello, why can't I go diagonal? Oh, because I have this.
Here, I'll help.
Yeah, I can't because there's like the walls are in the way. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I don't say anything. 4, since that was my intended target, the guy at the back. I'm gonna try to stab him with a sedative.
Okay. Since he is blinded, you get a +2 step bonus.
I still almost failed, but I did not. That's a excellent.
That D12 saved your roll. Look at that. Look at that.
Yep.
That
That's
D12
gorgeous.
saved your roll.
Yep.
He rolled a 2 on the D20 for those just listening. Oh, man.
Well, to be fair, I only needed a 2 to get an average, but still.
Excuse me, what the fuck? That's...
Medicine. It's 4, 9, 14.
Oh. You would have needed a 2 on the... Okay, I understand what you're saying. But you're
Yes,
saying you only
I
needed
only
a
did
2
a
on the
plus.
D20, and then you're golden. I'm like,
Yes.
Incorrect. Okay, so you hit...
For an excellent sedative damage.
Oh, yeah, so he's just unconscious. Man, this is...
Yeah.
I was about to say, man, this is really overpowered against minions, but I'm like, no, wait. All minions go down
Yeah.
on one hit.
Yeah.
So this is just,
Um,
on flavor.
And also, what kind of min-maxed crazy character would succeed on something on a 2 on the
Yes.
D20?
That would be
I know, that would be right?
Irene. Alright, Hippolytus, you're up.
Okay. We're gonna we're gonna shoot at this guy, but it's gonna be really chill and fine and cool and non-lethal, but we are going to shoot him. You said there's a blinded bonus.
+2, yep. There's no
Okay,
non-lethal
so-
setting on your laser rifle. You know that, right?
I know.
Okay.
I did just
just
promise
remembered
an
something.
engineer that we weren't gonna hurt them though. So I have a -3 already, and then a +1, and accurate is another +1.
hmm
Mhm.
Step, and I go. So I think I have a +1 total. No, I'm a flat roll total.
Wait,
Okay.
no, you have a +1 for accurate, +1 for your specialty, +2 because he's blinded, -3 for wound penalty.
Oh yeah,
But
it's +1.
he's also in cover, even though he is blinded. He is actually in quarter cover because he crouched behind the door frame. So it's gonna be a flat 20.
Yeah, I said flat 20 at first because I thought he had cover.
Yeah. You
keep
got there
doing it in
before
my
I
head.
did, but I had to say it out loud. Okay.
I've been trying not to do that for the audience, but it's fine.
Okay.
Well, it's a 1.
Ba-da-ba,
Shot wildly.
ba-da-ba.
You reminded me to open up my notepad where I keep track of my pluses and minuses, so I don't have to do that.
Okay, at least
I
you're
write
up.
them
Yeah.
all down on my notepad. Alright, now that I've seen what it's got in its pockets, I guess I'll start headed up the hall.
It's a Hobbit reference.
How long are the people incapacitated?
I would suffice to say it probably won't affect you.
I mean, we are gonna take this ship and like have to drop them off somewhere.
I'd say
so
it's
it
a
will
number of
affect us
hours.
eventually.
So yeah.
Okay.
Can I get up to Irene and hand her off?
Let's yeah, I mean you can get up to Irene.
Yeah, I want to try to hand the rifle off to Irene because I'm
Okay, you hold the rifle out at the end of your move. So Irene can take it, but as a 1 impulse action. And it's Irene's turn. Do you want to take the rifle?
Hey, look, there's a rifle. I'll take that.
Okay, the assault
I'm tempted to take your shank away, but I'm pretty sure that's a hand-to-hand, so still wouldn't do anything good.
Yeah, the shiv is specifically
Yeah.
hand to hand. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just use my claws if I do that.
Ooh, you know what? I will take the rifle, and can I, in the same impulse, hold out the numb gas grenade for Elise?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, Razik, you're up.
Well, guess who's gonna get sedated?
Oh wait, I'm sorry,
20,
I forgot.
20.
It was his turn.
24 hours to go.
It was a 1 impulse action, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him a dodge check. He's still blind. Okay, now you can sedate him.
So he's blind, so that would be with a +4. And that is a stealth.
Madam Irene, can you go to the board cube and check to make sure they are in fact asleep?
What?
Did you aim?
No.
That was a modified quote from Best of Both Worlds Part 2.
Yes, I was like, wait, what? That's not Irene.
It would have been Commander Shelby if it was the actual quote. Yeah.
Yeah.
I post, it's your turn. Your target is asleep.
Then I will be. I mean, I'm walking on sunshine.
Whoa!
So we're gonna. Oh, good job. If it will let me.
I got you, fam.
Yeah, trying to move through that door is like
Oh.
pain.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Am I familiar with the layout of a vehicle like this?
I'm sure you've been on the luxury line, but it does have a slightly different layout. What are you looking for? Because that might be the same
Bridge.
The bridge. The bridge.
I don't know where he...
Is
go ahead.
up those stairs.
I think I went to the bridge earlier. So
Yeah, I think her uncle, his uncle, brought him to speak.
No, he brought him up to the galley and they chatted there. But those
okay.
stairs right next to that assault trooper.
Yeah.
That's where the bridge is.
I think I would end it on the stairs, though.
6, 7. You want to keep going, or you want to stay there?
Was this 7?
Yeah, so you can go up one more step if you want.
It won't let me go anywhere.
That's because that's the end of the map. I'm just asking you if you would like to go up. You, Caddy Wampus, would you like to ascend the stairs? Okay.
I mean, I was just gonna keep ascending the stairs, but there we go. That is me done.
Elise, would you like to take the numb gas grenade as a 1 impulse action?
Yeah, I'll take it. And I'll also, like, while I'm putting away show I read the other 2 I have.
Sad.
I'm keeping an eye out for something I could either rip off the wall
over here,
or just use as a melee weapon, like an improvised melee weapon.
My thought process on that was, like, that last one that I threw was pretty effective, but like I can only throw them in a straight line, whereas like you might be able to like and like curve it around corners and stuff.
If you
So
make this machine that's dampening my powers stop very easily.
I will get right on that.
Actually, you'll note that the dampening, the effect on your brain was only in your room. Actually, it was in your.
Oh.
Actually, I should say it's only in this prisoner compartment. Once you entered engineering, your head was lifted, but now you're back in it. That you stepped through the threshold. So
Okay. Well, I can do that though. That is a thing.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So Irene then is going to. No, I didn't mean to close that door. I was trying to click on my token. Gonna go bloop. 4. This looks like an engineering compartment, right?
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And that rifle that I have is getting pointed right at that NPC's head.
No, leave him alone.
It's pointed at the head, and that is my 2 impulse move.
Oh, I do not like that this door open. Jacob, can you close it?
Hey, Jacob, you opened a door full of assault troopers. Jacob. Oh, actually, I'm gonna.
Jane, I
make
think that was an accident.
I think we're actually gonna make that a 2 impulse because they open the door and dodge. So there you go. At least you're up.
I did not see a door open, so I guess I'm just gonna. Damn it! I'm trying to move the map and I click. Move up towards Razik. Jake, can you want to move me there?
Sure.
I'm not gonna.
2,
I'm not gonna
4,
bother with
6,
the damn hall.
8. Well, the hallway's easy. You just zigzag. 10. The door, though.
It's leaving the
12.
hallway. Yeah.
There you go.
All
You
right.
can take it from there.
And now is my head thing lifted?
Yes.
It's all clear? Are there any loose small objects around?
Well, there's 2 rifles on the ground.
Cool. I psychically pick one up and hurl it at.
Who? Both of these guys are unconscious.
Oh. I thought I. Okay. Well, if these guys are unconscious then.
Also, you moved 12, so there's no way you can do that in the same action. Are you done moving?
Okay, yes. I look for the things to throw later.
Okay.
I like him to bludgeon them to death with rifles versus,
I post. You're up.
shooting them.
I mean, you also have like a grenade, and they're all conveniently packed into one sardine can. In that instance, perfect time for a grenade. Do I know roughly which direction the bridge is?
Well, this whole deck is the bridge, but the helm is, stage north.
Stage north. Okay. Then I'm going to
Do a 1 impulse reposition.
and I want to try to open the door.
You're gonna have to wait till
I
next
know
action.
Yeah.
So it's 1
'Cause,
impulse reposition to get to the door, and the next impulse you can
Yeah.
hit the button.
And then the impulse to hit the button, I'll probably be dodging too. But
Okay. Irene, you have this poor Celise at gunpoint.
just
This back here. What is? I can kind of see.
It looks
What
like
does
a
that look
small
like?
shuttle. I think it's probably smaller than the one you guys had on the Androla.
Okay.
Oh, good. I was thinking of packing all of our unconscious bodies onto one of those.
But then just sliding it
So-
out.
There's 2 ways this goes for you. Either all of your brain matter is sprayed all over that wall behind you, or you can go ahead and just go lock yourself in that shuttle and stay there like a good little boy.
Okay. Coercion with a +1 step. Because you have a gun and he don't.
I feel like the laser rifle just burn a hole through his brain versus actually splattering brains, but I liked it.
I mean,
Alright.
yeah, she'd put the effort in.
Coercion.
Isn't that something Irene's pretty good at?
No.
No.
Really?
She's good at deception.
I mean, have you heard Irene
Oh,
talk?
yeah.
That's not like even with the rifle. If someone were like, "I'm totally gonna kill you," I'd be like, "Take your best shot, honey bun."
Yeah.
If honestly, I'd be like, yeah, you are.
All right. Fingers crossed.
Wow.
Motherfucker, that is one short of a success.
You need to. That's right.
No.
Personality is the dump stat on Irene.
Yep. One shy of a success. That's okay. I'm
Okay.
rolling with it.
The mechanic looks terrified. Looks over at the shuttle, and then just says, "Emergency lockdown gamma," and all the consoles just shut off in an engine room.
Oh, honey, you decided to do this the fun way. Okay, good.
All right, Razik, you're up.
Well, honestly, it's his own fault now. I did tell him we weren't going to hurt him if he didn't do anything, and now.
Am I confident that this guy that I can barely see, but I can see the outline of, is going to be able to shoot me?
From where he's standing?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I
If he steps forward, he'll shoot you.
That's the thing. I hold my action so that when he steps forward, I stab him sedatively.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move the asleep assault troopers off the map because they've been kind of causing some confusion. So
Sure.
let's just know that 4 of them are having a nap. And we kind of know their general area. I mean, if you guys win, I reckon you're gonna move them, and if you lose, they're gonna be moved either way. So you're gonna hold your action.
Yes.
First motherfucker that steps up there gets the needle.
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of motherfuckers, there's a motherfucker that's gonna step here and get the needle.
I prescribe sleep. So
that was really good. That was really good. All right. Hands up if that deserves a hero point. All right, get a hero point, new guy.
Thank you. And now I'm gonna need it. It's in combat. I can't use it. +2 because he's not dodging, right?
No, no, he was dodging last round, and now he took a step forward. Yeah.
That would be just a average.
Again, he is a of the minion persuasion, so
Los Miniono.
Don't think that's Spanish. Gonna
that was Exalvi?
Oh.
So as per the rule, I think that's 4 impulse.
Yeah. It's funny. Exalvi just sounds like a low effort made up Spanish. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a racist in Texas.
It's crazy how it'd be like that, you know?
I mean, because everybody knows that minion in Spanish is esbiro.
Right, at least you're up.
Okay, so this guy's asleep, right?
No, I got rid of all the asleep people.
Okay. So could I use my psychic fling one of the grenades into this room over here? From where I am at?
Ooh, give you big penalties because you can't see where you're throwing.
Okay.
I mean, he's a minion. You can, if you do enough damage, you can just clobber him with something and knock him out.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about that. But I'm like, if I could take all of them with the nerve gas.
Numb gas.
Numb gas. I couldn't remember.
Nerve gas is a touch different.
I couldn't remember what it was called, and I wasn't given it, so I just wrote down what began with an N because I couldn't remember.
This is the part of the session where we move from 2nd degree genocide to 1st degree.
You mean 2nd degree war crimes to 1st degree?
Right. Yeah.
To be fair, I'm fairly certain the Starkeepers committed a few war crimes. I guess it would just be psychokinesis.
Yeah.
Hey, what? I was over touching up my notes. Hey, what?
You enforced their power? Probably wasn't exactly legal. Okay, I can't move and do it, right?
In space, no one can hear you. No one can hear you, Geneva. So.
Jagan,
What?
I can't move and then do it so I can see into the room.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, is I want to be able to move and do it.
Actually, technically, this is an attack check, so yes, you could do a 2-meter move and then attack.
Okay. If I could shift there, I could see smidgen into this room.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just hurl it like right there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your psychokinesis check.
Oh, it's been a while. Double check.
Every time someone said it's been a while, I think of that song. I have no idea who it's by. I think it's by Coldplay?
Which one?
It's been a while song. Where you're like, it's been a while.
That's Stained.
Stained. Stained. Coldplay. What's the difference, really?
Right, that's an excellent. When you're done breaking Vegas.
This is indirect, right? Oh man, I love fucking with Vegas. Stained Coldplay. What's the difference? That shouldn't be that funny. You said excellent? Okay, then it's on target.
Cool. And he gets mad at us when we go off.
Yeah, I know. I think it's just because I'm really tired. That probably wasn't as funny as it is to me. Okay, you threw it here, and it has a 3-meter area. Well, at least you you witness in horror. Excuse me, as the nerve gas. Now you got me saying it. As the numb gas fills the compartment but doesn't reach the assault trooper.
I mean, that's fine. I could take care of him.
Okay. That was a 3 impulse. I post, you're up. Gonna do a 2 impulse, open the door, get on the floor, dodge the dinosaur.
I mean, probably not on the floor, but yeah.
Okay. Oops. It's locked. Irene, your turn. Wait, what the hell? I clicked on Irene and it didn't, like, move me over to where your token was. Weird.
Don't know.
Caddy's radiating fucking locked doors.
It's like they're scared of death.
When I stepped into the engineering compartment, I also felt the.
Yes, you're no longer psychically dampened.
Good.
Moistened.
It's
the same thing, right? Synonym.
Yeah.
Psychically moistened.
Jacob, lose 50 experience.
You're not in my.
And
You're
it's
not my
50 DKP.
best.
Okay, so I don't remember.
I am really tired. Continue.
Suggestion.
Oh yeah, you're gonna suggest.
Yeah. I'm gonna suggest to this uncooperative little shit that he release the emergency override and then lock himself in with the pod.
Okay, that's gonna require an excellent success.
Okay. I'm going to expend psionic effort.
Oh baby, a triple.
And that's +3 on the check, right?
Yes.
Okay. And my telepathy succeeds on an 11, but I need a 16 to make this happen.
Yes. You can also concentrate.
And that would make it a +4 or +5 if I concentrate for the extra 3 impulses. I could also petition. We're going to concentrate for the 3 impulses to make this a +5, and it's a total of a 6 impulse. Blah, blah, blah. And fingers crossed.
Ooh, killed it.
That's 24. That is a stellar.
Okay, you implant a suggestion in the engineer's mind, and he's gonna go do that. So he immediately, I mean, since he's kind of out of turn, he walks over here and he taps the console and he types in a password and it reactivates all the comms and he starts heading over here. And then Hypost, it's your turn.
I do need to make a fatigue check.
Yes.
Because I expended effort.
Yes.
And that was willpower or resilience, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to do willpower. And it's just a flat. Yeah, that's a success. That's a big ol' success.
Just huge.
I don't know if I would go so far as to say huge. It's a big ol' success, okay? Let's not get carried away, Jaken.
It's Hypost's turn.
Okay. So that's a locked door. I haven't been picking keys up off of these sleepy boys. Going back down the stairs to grab a key is really dumb, though. Let's see. I'm gonna double check something real fast.
Oh, poodoo. This is round 2. This person's supposed to roll in. I'll put him in after Hypost.
I'm a pop. Is there like a console?
Yeah.
Like a key? I feel like this is a Star Wars. I'm not gonna be able to just like shoot it and it open.
Yeah, that's probably a big no.
I wouldn't be able to hack the console without my own device, right?
Right.
Guess I'm making a move to go downstairs.
Okay. So that's 2, 4. Nope, that's the wrong room. 4. Nope, that's the wrong room. 4. There we go. 6, and then you can take it from there.
Well, there was one that was like had fallen right here, correct?
Yes. So you're done with your move then?
Yeah, I'll just grab from there.
Okay.
Can I add an impulse to dodge?
Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off there. So we put you at 5.1. 5.01. It's 4. Okay. The lone assault trooper's turn. The last assault trooper. Well, he has a laser rifle. And he's gonna step back and shoot at Elise, because he doesn't, out of the 3 of you, Elise probably looks like the most scarred up dog person badass. So, sorry, Razik, you've been profiled. Alright, Ka-chow. Oh my god, did we finally hit? Oh, and it's an excellent. Take a graze. Minions.
Jake,
Yeah.
it's his funeral. I haven't killed anyone.
I
I
know.
don't think at least he will be as nice.
That's a graze. He's gonna dodge as well. At least you're up.
Okay. Okay, well, I don't feel like pulling out the side blades yet, so I'm just gonna pick up the nearest rifle and fling it at the guy.
Okay.
Well, I have no minuses because I'm not hurt, so haha, that's an average hit. 2 physical.
All right. It bounces off his helmet.
He's probably like, what the fuck? Did you just have a gun hit me?
I don't like hearing that.
Well, it's his turn again, so he's gonna step into the hallway.
I don't like seeing that. Can you go back?
My post. Your attention is turned to your uncle, emerging from what you presume to be the captain's quarters. He's holding a laser pistol in his hand, but that doesn't stop him from charging you. And as he approaches you, he's going for a palm strike to your temple to try to knock you unconscious, knowing that you're severely wounded. You got an average success. So he does a crap ton of damage. Okay, but I rolled poorly. Oh wait, you're not wearing any armor. Okay, so that is 6 blood 6. Oh, I was reading energy pistol. I rolled the wrong thing.
Yeah, I think it's 1d4 plus something if it's hand to hand and he doesn't have any bonuses.
7 physical damage. And this is non-lethal, so I believe non-lethal heals at the end of the combat. So mark it as special. I don't know what kind of wound you just got.
Yeah, it was a moderate if it's 7.
Okay. I'm good. Elena says it's going
Good on
bad
my
on her
side.
end. It's good on your side? Okay, so it's just Elena.
Yep.
F.
Just trying to make sure.
I appreciate it. I'd hate to crash and then
Yeah.
miss time.
I mean, it was either on your end or my computer being my computer, so
Yeah.
now we know. My computer being my
Vigilance
computer.
is preferable, but now we're wasting time. So, yeah, so mark it as non-lethal.
I did.
Okay. I'm looking up exactly the rules. At the end of the scene, wounds inflicted by non-lethal are automatically reduced 1 level in severity before healing and recovery begins. Okay, so that's what happens. Granted, I don't think you have any extra wound boxes. Oh yeah, you have at least a graze, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm rugged now.
Nice. Okay. So that was your uncle's turn. He dashed, so that was a 4 impulse action. Or charged. Rizik, you're up.
2 meters, and I'm gonna knock out this guy.
Night, sweet assault trooper.
Yes. Well, hopefully. So he's not dodging.
Correct.
Oh yeah, night. Like super night.
Super duper. Well, that is the last assault trooper.
So e night plus extra or plus ultra.
Yeah. I post. You're up.
Okay. Ouchie. That was rude.
I agree.
Wow.
On that, I agree. I definitely agree.
Of course, I'm not very good at the whole hand to hand thing. Just on my bag, but I can shoot. Although with a rifle, I believe I get a -1.
Yes, at point blank. But you could do a 2-meter shift away from them. One of the weird rules in Alternity. It's like, you get a penalty for being point blank, but there's no penalty for just taking a step back. So.
Yeah, so problem. I have a -3 already. And he's not. Oh, yeah, that's right. He rolled really well. I was about to say I was dodging when he attacked, but he did a pretty good roll.
A 12 would have been a hit. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so +1.
Actually, It would have been minus, because you have -2 while dodging, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so don't take that moderate. He missed.
Wow. Yeah, I'm
I
one slippery boy.
forgot you were evading.
I did too until just now. Thank you. But he's not doing any dodging.
Correct, but he is also a slippery boy. Ranged
Cool.
attacks against him suffer a -3 step penalty.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a -4 total.
Your uncle may have some enhancements.
Oh, I should look into that.
He's a snick. A slippery snick.
We can totally do that if you are serious.
I mean, yeah, it sounds cool. Damn, I'm one short of a success.
Oh, oof. Okay, so that's a 3?
That's fine.
Are you gonna evade again?
I'll just start using yeah. I'll just start using my other moves, so like, haha, can't hit me, you're distracted.
Okay, at least you're up.
That psychokinesis counts as range attack, don't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what doesn't? Your big fuck off sword.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt your uncle.
I
So
did
what?
just try and shoot him.
I recall being told that we were stabbing the uncle.
Was that in character though?
I don't think we were told that. That's the problem.
Well, I mean,
Like, y'all weren't, but I did just try to shoot my uncle with a weapon that cannot be non-lethal. So I think it is very much like a, we are getting out of here. I found my family, uncle. You wouldn't understand. And then I run away.
with a little bit of luck, Rizik's gonna put him to sleep.
Probably true. True.
That's right, that's not a ranged
And if I
attack.
get into melee with him, even if I don't use the side blade, I can at least give you a plus.
Question, Jake.
So
Would I get a plus on that medicine thing if she's in melee range with me?
yeah.
Nice.
Jacob has so many regrets.
Nah.
Well, it's a new talent. I need to
The
figure
new-
out all the.
The new talent, I just mean,
I just
we were
remembered.
like, let's just sedate everyone.
I remembered why I didn't put in the if you get a second stellar hit, they're unconscious. It's exactly so that you can't cheese it. So he has to go through all the wound boxes as non-lethal. But if he impairs them, obviously it helps a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, impair. I read the status. It's ouch. You don't want to be impaired.
Yeah, isn't
So
it like
can I
you're slowed,
charge?
distracted, and you get a -2 step penalty on all your checks?
On everything, yeah.
Yeah.
So can
So
I
you might as
charge
well.
and pull out my side blade? Alright, because I figure if I charge him, I can't attack him because I don't have side blade currently.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, so you need to do a 1 impulse whip out the side blade.
You can
Well,
charge him after, though.
You
So I
can
pull
move.
it and then charge and then
Charge is a modifier to a melee attack, so you can't.
see. That's why I asked.
You
Okay.
can't put a charge modifier or anything other than a melee attack.
But can I move up to him and pull it out?
Unless you're a trooper.
That's 2 different actions.
Damn it.
So I suggest you pull it out now and charge.
Yeah,
next.
I mean, I may as well. Maybe if anything, he'll
Yeah,
twice.
because I mean, if you want to go
Hey,
meta
look, it's your
on it,
turn again.
it's your turn again.
But, okay, there's also that. Well,
The
now I
beauty
charge.
of impulses.
Haha.
Yeah, you can
I
kind of
assume you
impulse this
zigzagged that, but that's okay.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
It was just easier to click and drag.
Just stampede over IPOS like no regard.
Don't fuck out of my
I mean,
way. I
I
need to
can,
cut your
because-
uncle to
I mean,
ribbons.
I think I can because my mind over body. I think my mind over body will actually let me jump like 12 feet in the air or something ridiculous like that.
I don't think you have the ceiling height for that.
I would see. I was just picturing her banging her head in the ceiling as she
No,
tries.
yeah, it's the
Oh,
video of the guy doing the, like, flips.
Melee
and-
attacks against him suffer a -1 step penalty.
Okay. But
That's
is he,
fine.
is he doing anything else?
No.
Making a -1 step because special.
Because of
So
his
you-
defensive martial arts.
Because special. You know what? I'm gonna use it two-handed.
Okay.
I've only got the one anyways. My other one's somewhere.
I might not be putting him to sleep then.
Ugh.
You might be putting him in a body bag.
That's just an average hit.
You still might be putting him in a body bag.
Yeah, knowing Elise.
Only 8, huh?
Well, it has AP because of tech superiority.
You believe that's only a light wound to this guy?
Actually, yes. He's special. I wrote it in my notes.
Okay.
It tracks.
That's fine because that means it's gonna be
Okay,
easier.
when you cut him across his arm, he says, "Seriously? Where were you hiding that?" Irene, you're up.
The children don't know, but we know.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Oh no!
All the consoles lit back up.
Mm-hmm.
I have access to the engineering compartment.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy's leaving.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bitches, let's get to work. I want to shut down power to everything except
We need life support.
life support and the hyperdrive. I don't want to pull us out. We're currently in hyperspace, right?
No.
No. Oh, yeah, no. Life support is the only thing that's going to stay on. Lights are out. Artificial gravity
So here's
is
the thing.
out.
You've never been in this.
Security is out.
You've never been in this room before.
It's an engine.
Right. This does appear to be the workstation, though. So you want to do a move action first?
I hate
No, here's fine. Where the chair is. Okay.
I like that sigh because it's definitely both an Irene sigh and a player sigh. Like at the exact same time, it matches perfectly.
That's exactly what that
I
was.
just realized you should have had a +1 because I was adjacent to Rizzi. Whatever.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's not my turn.
Okay. So he's gonna take a step back like Elise, and then shoot Elise with his laser pistol, which has a +2 step to hit because it's a laser pistol, so it's accurate. Do you have any wounds higher than a graze?
I have a single light wound.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Problem is, I don't know if that cleared from last session. Because it was downgraded to a light wound, and I don't know if it cleared.
No, it hasn't been a whole day since last session. I mean, in game time. Alright, so +2 to hit. Shaboopty. Oh my god, he missed by 1. That would have hurt. And he's going to evade. So 4 impulse. Rizik, you're up.
Evading's a -2, right?
Well, it's a -1, and then he has an innate -1 because of his defensive martial arts. Whenever a bad guy evades, it's always only -1. Unless they have a special thing on their sheet.
I take a 2-meter shift.
I have a list of notes of my minuses, so I don't have to ask you every time.
And I try to hire him with a syringe. So he's dodging, and he has an inherent -1, so total -2.
Yeah.
And I don't get any bonuses because I don't have any friends close by, and I had a basic +2, so that's a flat! Let's do a flat!
So, something bit me in my daughter's room. It wasn't a mosquito, because mosquito bites, they kind of like bother you for like 20 minutes and then they're gone.
Was it your daughter?
No. But anyway, it's bothered me all day, and yeah. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna go to town with bug spray in her room and just kill everything in there. Get some sweet vengeance.
Make sure she's not in there.
I don't know. I might get some sleep.
What the fuck, Jacob?
Jacob, if you need something to be put to sleep, I know a medical professional right now that's doing quite the work.
All right, this is getting dark, and it's not my fault this time.
Fixing people this whole time? Has Hyperwatch just been like, oh, they're asleep, how nice.
That's funny shit right there.
No.
Well, I got an average.
Oh
so
right,
that's
it's just a wound. I forget.
Yep.
Okay.
You made the rules.
Oh, I marked his critical box or something, and I marked it
Yeah,
in
no,
10.
Yeah, that tracks. Go ahead and leave
Yeah,
it.
I'd be happy. I'd be happy if you did that, but yeah.
All right. He is now moderately wounded, which means he's got a -1 step penalty.
Wow.
I
Oh,
post.
all right.
Caddy, you with us?
Yeah, I just was making sure.
Are you guys plotting?
That Razik was done.
Maybe.
No. No, I'm not that smart. So, I mean, Hyper West isn't that smart. He's a simple dude. He is going to attempt to agitate his uncle. Something he should be naturally skilled at. But I don't get my Solace +1, but I do get my Closer +1. So that's only a -1 to me. 3 Impulse Influence check opposed by Willpower.
That looks like
Yeah.
a pretty sexy
That's
influence check.
That's a stellar influence check.
Okay, well he
As
can't.
Hyper West
Can't match that.
Hyper West shouts, like, I don't want to hurt you, but these are my friends. They're my real family, and I'm not going to let them be taken from me. Like, just straight up trying to be a real prima donna and agitate the hell out of this guy.
Okay. And
As long as he's distracted.
And that's the agitator, so he's distracted.
Mm-hmm. Doing that one first.
Yeah. Irene.
I take it all back. I don't want to shut down everything.
Good, because I am not trained in zero G.
We're not in hyperspace?
Correct.
Boop.
You want to start hyperspace?
Boop.
Just recklessly?
I just want like a half-second burst of the hyperdrive.
Okay, well, there's a bunch of safeguards. You realize you're in orbit of a planet, which means the gravitational pull of the planet will affect your jump. It might move you off course. So there's like warning signs that say don't do that.
Course?
So give me an engineering check to be like, I don't care.
Bypass course?
Course? Don't give a shit. That direction.
Yeah, so let's calculate this out. Engineering. I get a natural +1. I'm overriding the propulsion safeties, right?
Yeah. So propulsion.
propulsion?
Yes.
Okay. 2. I don't have my tools with me, but I don't really need tools for this. I just have to double check gearhead. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where did it go, Jakin?
Pretty sure gearhead requires you have to be familiar with it.
Yeah, that I've worked on before. Built these, fast work. Inventor, miraculous, self-improvement, blah, blah, blah.
Aren't these, isn't it effectively the same, like, function as the Involucre, though?
Oh, no, this is a completely different class of ship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is, yeah, that's...
In fact, the Involucre probably has a more efficient hyperdrive than this ship does.
So it's just a +2.
Remember, the Involucre is basically like a space racer, you know? Like,
yeah.
Okay. +2. I rolled a 7.
So that's an excellent.
That's an excellent.
Okay. I'm not gonna give you nothing,
Stupid.
but we're just gonna cut. Like, there's this fight going on in the hallway. We cut to Irene, and she's just like, safeties. Who gives a shit about those? And then suddenly, you engage the hyperdrive, and it goes, and then all these diagnostics appear on your screen, and it says external dampening in effect. Hyperdrive unable to engage, and then it gives you an image of like a schematic of your ship, and then it like points to like on the outside of the hull, and it says foreign object detected. And then you also see in the corner.
It's a docking clamp.
Yeah, but you also see in the corner. Proximity alert, and you're like, well, that's weird. So you click on that, and it shows an exterior camera, and you see this. Well, actually, you're Exalvi, so I wouldn't describe it as a gigantic ship, but this fairly large ship, because Exalvi has fucking the control carriers, which are like gigantic. Yeah. So this fairly large ship appears to be coming up alongside you, and it's firing grappling hooks.
Just briefly, I'm assuming there's a comms button
Yeah.
somewhere here.
Yeah.
Okay. So as the end of her turn, she'll be reaching to hit the like
Hey.
broadcast to entire ship button.
Okay. Elisa, you're up. Look at that handsome guy.
Are they holding on to the shuttle?
It's Elise's turn, but she's got child aggro. Oh, and during Irene's turn, this door opens, and the NPC is climbing into the shuttle because he's still under the
locking
suggestion.
himself in there like a good boy.
Yep. Next round, he'll be locking himself in there like a good boy.
Okay, so I was dealing with tiny. Did Irene say anything on the radios?
Not yet.
Okay. So I have no idea that's happening. So hello. At least one wall.
Okay, I got you.
It's another
There you go.
stupid wall issue. All right. Charge him.
You don't need to charge because he's only 2 meters away.
Right. So it's just 2-step move. Okay.
So you can aim if you want. Up to you.
I can, can't I? Yes, it's Pokeball, sweetie. So if I aim with all my pluses, I think it's just a plus still. Because he is evading and special thing.
Yeah, but now he's also distracted, so you get a +1.
Oh, so it's +2. Gotcha. See, I wasn't taking my notes as I should have. That's excellent. Why toddler have this music on? Oh wait, that's my cyborg. I was about to use the missile.
Handsome.
And I'm using it two-handed. There you go.
Okay. How would you like to kill Hypoist Uncle?
I'd rather not if I could.
You're using a side blade. It's not exactly.
I know.
It's not exactly like, even if you use the flat of the blade, it's still like, solidified psionic energy.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, Zeke pulling back.
Can it be like Riders of the Lost Ark? Just like.
Can Zeke bring him back?
Under dead, it says that it is technically possible to resuscitate someone.
Yes. So you don't want to chop his head off, is what I'm hearing.
Meant with the side blade thing, just kind of. I was implying that she could make his head explode with it, but
yeah,
no,
like the Boys season 2,
slashing across the chest kind of thing.
Yeah, if you want to do that, so that
I don't want to kill him.
resuscitate him. Yeah.
You ever seen that movie Scanners?
Yeah, so you give him a mortal wound across the chest, which is probably horrible, just flat out horrible. It's gonna end the combat. Hold up, I gotta.
Irene?
Boop. Hit the button. Anyone still left standing? You're probably gonna want to hit your tits and buckle up. I'm about to make this motherfucker peel paint.
There's no helm control in engineering. Are you just gonna throttle up the engines and say fuck it?
Mm-hmm.
Activate my mag boots.
Okay.
I don't have mag boots.
Okay, so as you're firing up the engines, an incoming message is coming from that ship.
And I'm the only one at a comms console at the moment?
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's probably the bridge, the helm as well.
I've been down here the entire time. I have no idea where you guys are. Are you on the bridge?
No, I
No.
couldn't get in because Razik still had the key.
Okay. I'll answer.
Okay.
This
I mean,
is
I think there are still people on the bridge.
This is the... I don't care. I'm answering anyway. Yeah, this is the
Well,
HMS
actually,
Sangwilin Alpha. Go for Irene.
Okay. This is the common revolution starship, the Brigand. Your ship is being commandeered. Do not resist.
The Common Revolution.
Yeah.
Define resist.
Okay, yeah, as your engines are spooling up and like firing up and you start to accelerate, the guy on the comm responds back, that would be resisting.
Oh, yeah, we're having a problem down in engineering. The core is in a cycle right now that we can't get it out of.
So you have the external cameras. I'd like to kind of describe this ship. This ship looks like a large, like, cargo hauler. It has rows. It has 6 columns of cargo containers, and like a lot of rows. Like, I don't remember if my brain is saying either 9 or 16. I don't know why one of those two. So let's say 9 on the low end, right? But I think it's got more than that. It's got many rows of these, and all of the ones facing you, they all open and cannons stick out. This thing is bristling like an ancient naval galleon. And the guy on the intercom says, "We'd like to keep the ship and you intact."
Who's Common Revolution?
Are you looking for someone specific?
Sounds like we would get along.
That's what I'm thinking, actually. Like, are we being targeted specifically, or are we just, an opportune mark?
How would he even know we're on the ship?
It's a nice ship, and we'd like to expand our armada. You will not be harmed.
You said you're with the Common Revolution?
That's correct.
You know what? It looks like we're getting that engine cycle under control. Come on board and let's chat.
Okay. So
We should hide my uncle.
Where are the rules that you see for resuscitating the dead?
Well, it's not a rule per se. So under the status effect,
it says
dead. You fall prone and can take no actions. If you're lucky, your friends might be able to resuscitate you with the right medical gear.
Ah, okay.
So I'm assuming it might be a DM play here, because even under skills, I don't see resuscitate.
Yeah, let's make it a medicine check. You got your med kit with you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he does. That's how he's been yoinking so many folks.
I'm gonna say
I have one too if you need another one.
-4 step. If you pass, you resuscitate him. If you fail, yeah, you just clear over and over again, and he doesn't come back.
Okay. -4.
Yeah.
So +1 because medicine. +1 probably because it's either going to be first aid or treatment. I would probably shulk it up under treatment.
Either, yeah, one of them.
I have the talent, Don't You Quit on Me, which is normally for stabilization. Would that help for it to give me an additional success? Oh,
Yeah.
no, it gives me additional success. It doesn't give me steps.
Right,
so
right.
never mind that.
Yeah, okay.
Does the med pack give me any bonuses per se?
No, that's what the -4. You wouldn't be able to do it without it.
Okay. So that would be +2, -4. So far I'm at -2. And I don't see anything else that would be able to help me here, so that's gonna be it. Let's do it with a -2, folks. All I need for an average is 4.
It's a bit higher than 4.
Yeah, that's a stellar. So he back. He back, baby.
Okay, yeah, he's unconscious, but he's no longer dead.
Perfect. I don't think that Irene was making us aware of the whole conversation of people boarding the ship yet or anything.
Nope.
No.
No, but Alicia Poas, give me awareness checks. I was gonna give it to y'all for free, but since I assume everybody's kind of like focused on what Razik is doing, we'll make it awareness checks.
That doesn't look like a pass.
Okay, you guys are
And
just
that
so
doesn't look like
transfixed on Razik that you don't hear the thuds of the grappling hooks magnetizing to the hull.
So
At least
next,
he's a little shocked because she didn't mean to hit him that hard.
that's fine. Next, Razik would just like to make sure he doesn't bleed out back to dead.
Okay, so you're gonna stabilize him?
Yes.
Go for it.
I'm assuming stabilize. Let me look at the rules quickly. Stabilize with a med pack is a +2 step, so that would be +4 total. That's a stellar,
I
and
think
that's
he's
4
stable.
successes total.
Yeah.
So he's stabilized. Okay.
Go ahead and tell me that.
So I turn to Hypoest and I say, your uncle's not gonna die unless you want him to die.
What?
I mean, I'd rather he not.
Well, he's all good
If it
now.
were up
We were
to
doing-
me, I'd
But
say
we were doing what we needed to do to get out of here. Jagan, I think really what Hyper West would have been doing is trying to take one of these the suits off the troopers.
okay.
Since they wouldn't let me pick up my normal armor. So I would be like,
since we
changing.
didn't hear the thuds of the thing, I suggest to Alicia, hey, Alicia, let's grab all the sleeping people, put them in the boat cells, and lock the doors.
Yeah, let's make sure
Okay.
that we pull any
Um,
gear from them while we do it.
Alicia is also gonna just restash her side blade as precaution because now she's always gonna hide.
Okay.
So for the next few minutes, Jaken, we're dragging people into the cells,
Okay.
removing keys and gear,
Okay.
and then locking the
Well,
door.
you know, that's in the hallway right next to Irene. So Irene, you hear all this commotion.
Or she just kind of looks.
We're grabbing
and
heads
sees,
and legs.
like sees what's going on, and goes back to the console. She's basically trying to rewrite all of their overrides to be under her control.
Okay, give me an engineering check.
I pictured like them dragging a body and their Alicia Singer just going.
I'm gonna assume it's just a flat my regular +1 because I don't have any specialties that would really apply there.
Works for me.
Yeah,
Let's
that's a
just
stellar.
lock
That's
my
a 21.
uncle in his room. I'm sure
Okay.
we can lock
This is a complex skill check where you
Oh, so that's 4 successes.
Okay. So you're building up successes.
Hypoest, I like to believe that we grabbed your uncle and started dragging him toward the cell, and then we're like, no, actually, it would be better if we locked him in his room, and then like me and Alicia going like, and then drag him the other way to get to his room.
In fact, Jacob, let me just double check real quick because that's under
Hi, sweetie.
gearhead, fast work, complex skill challenge based on a technical skill you were trained in. So yes, that's 4 successes. Yes.
Okay, so 4 successes. All right, guys. You guys feel the airlock latch, and that's where we're gonna go to break because I'm being swarmed. All right, so we'll be back 15 after. And we got some more dire roll, Lost Rise, and we're gonna find out who these Common Revolution folk are. So stick around.
Jake, and super brief.
Oh, I already
when
started.
you described the ship and the fact that they're called Common Revolution, I got some serious friggin' was it IPA vibes?
Like a beer?
Not IPA.
Oh,
You're muted.
I've been muted this whole time. That's why you guys didn't know I went live. Yeah, I'm live. We're live.
Oh, hi. Hi, we're back.
What is IPA? The beer?
No, not.
IRA?
No. Well, I mean, yes, but Space IRA from The Expanse.
OPA.
Fred Johnson. OPA. Outer planets. My brain is saying inner planets. I'm like, no, the others are the inners.
Yeah, those
some
inners.
serious OPA vibes.
Beltalowda.
Like, oh. Beltalowda.
Okay.
It took me like for them to say 3 times before I understand it. It's belt loader.
No, it's Beltalowda. It is LOWDA. Loda. It's not.
Okay,
it's not English.
Fair enough, but I could like it didn't form anything in my brain where they were saying it. It was like a gibberish for me until after 3 times I'm like, I kind of get it.
Yeah, well, it's a bastardization of patois.
Well, it's called Belter Creole. So it's
Yeah.
it's a Creole language. So.
Yeah.
So that's The Expanse.
Anywho.
Go watch that after the stream.
Yeah, real good series. Available now, all 4 seasons on Amazon Prime.
Not sponsored, but should be. Okay. Yeah. So you guys, I'm just gonna put you all over here because we don't really need the unless fighting breaks out. We don't really need that. Yeah. So they make dock with you. At this point, only one of you knows what the heck is going on. So there's that.
Well, okay. So with the whole, I'm programming the overrides and I see them walking in, I will let them know. By the way, we have company and they're boarding.
And you tell us now?
Well, you were busy.
Make one more check, Irene.
A willpower check?
No, one more. Engineering.
Oh,
check.
one more check. Okay, and we established that was just on a +1.
Yeah, you know.
That's still a stellar, so that's four successes.
I could have sworn I did update. Did I not export? Okay. So you have a total of 8 successes?
Yeah.
Okay. You're able to gain exclusive control over 80% of the ship's systems.
Okay, good. That I'm not mentioning to anyone.
Okay.
Are they hostile? Like, what are we expecting? Are they more soldiers?
It's probably soldiers, but they want to take the ship and its crew alive, so we're not going to well, I'm not going to resist. And if they're out to take your uncle's ship, I'm not necessarily hostile towards them to begin with.
Okay, that's fair, but we should probably get Apoest in.
Well, it was only Razik and Elise bringing...
That we're moving, yep.
Yeah.
Apoest!
Yeah, I'll hit the comms button again. Captain, you're needed in engineering, please.
Yeah, I'll make my way down.
Making my way downtown. Sorry.
I mean, I'm guessing it was only NPCs in the bridge if we're not currently in a firefight with them.
Right.
Like in the helm.
Yeah, you took out all the soldiers.
Yeah, so pretty much I went up to the helm. I was like, "Hey, we're not gonna hurt you. Just sit still." So far,
yeah, and Captain,
people are alive.
if there's anybody else left that needs to be dealt with, just let me know, and I can go ahead and decompress whatever chamber they're in. And you know.
I'm gonna walk these boys down the stairs. I'm like, all right, guys, come on with me.
Okay, so the
They can
primary
choose.
airlock is just 4 of the holding cells. One of those staircases branching off when you guys tried to get to that damn door. So coming down those stairs, are you letting? I assume you're letting them in, Irene.
Yeah, 100%.
A bunch of ragtag.
I mean, I
armed-
was gonna like, put them in the shuttle.
Right. But you have to. You're coming down from the.
Yeah, carry them
A
down.
bunch of ragtag, armed, scruffy-looking nerf herder types are kind of just moseying on in.
You did say armed.
Quite
Oh, the Common Rebellion, you mean?
right. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about these like dorky engineers.
No, I'm talking about coming through the airlock are about a dozen armed, like ragtag Mad Max looking dudes.
And I don't think that Irene has said that over the intercom. So the only people that are aware of the reason why these guys are on the ship is me, Irene, and Elise. I'm not sure you would be up to par on
I
that
am
information
not
yet.
appraised of that whole situation. Apprised of that whole situation. Whoa. Howdy.
A Lindbergh with what looks like a tire around his just above his skin separated waist. He's like, oh, hi there. We're coming to take your ship now. So you guys can come on this way.
Yeah, these guys, okay. Things are changing hands very quickly. We just took the ship
Oh yeah.
literal seconds before you showed up, so that's kind of funny. I'm gonna put these guys on a shuttle. We promise not to hurt them.
Well, we kind of want the shuttle too, you know. So it's you ever played Space Uno?
You know, how about
you were like
downstairs?
Oh, reverse, mate. And we were like, oh no, we have a reverse. So now the ship's ours. Oh.
Yeah, but I'm trying to like +4, and so we can take these guys down. Let me introduce you to the crew. How about that? Come on. What is that? Look, I like the cut of your cloth. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, thanks, mate. But yeah, no, everybody come over through the airlock, and we can, find you guys a safe place to be
Drop
off our
off?
ship. Yeah, you understand. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being so rude. I'm Hypo West Sanguilin. It's nice to meet you. I, like, extend a hand. Rifle and like this arm pointed up and away, like, howdy.
Oh, well, the boys call me the Wheel.
The wheel. Is it because of the?
What?
Is it because of the?
I'm
the
not
wheel?
following.
Cool. And then the rest of y'all?
Oh, these are my boys. They shoot people for a living, and we're part of the Common Revolution, and we're here to take the ship. We were under the impression everything was copacetic, and you were ready to surrender.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I was involved in that whole fight to take over this ship, so I've not been on the
that
radio.
must seem pretty redundant now. I hope those wounds aren't from the fight. That would have been a bad timing.
Oh no, yeah. These guys, they couldn't touch us. No, that's fine. This is other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
As you can tell, I also live a rough and tumble life.
Yeah, you got that vibe.
I'm a hardy trooper boy.
Captain, we still need you in engineering?
Oh, see if
what
they
do you
need
do?
me in
What?
engineering. I'll be back soon.
No, we're going in the airlock. So
I'm like turning the NPCs like, all right, y'all can walk with the wheel here. He seems incredibly friendly. He's gonna drop you off someplace where you will be safe. I'll be
Vegas, are you
Look,
okay?
I'm not going anywhere.
you look like someone just walked over your grave.
Who?
Vegas, he's like
Vegas.
He's
No, I'm
super
good.
spooked. Okay, well,
Yeah.
so the camera lingers on the airlock as they're ushering in the soldiers. I mean the crew members, the ship's crew, and then one of them turns to Wheel and like is about to say something. He's like, he'll be back. No worries. Go to let's go find
Hell
the
yes.
go find the helm, eh? Make sure they don't do anything fishy. Yeah. Not talking about you. He points to one of the Albish. Not you. Anyway, we'll wait.
Anyway, I go down to the engine compartment.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. You arrive.
So as I walk in, like, guys, I just met the weirdest dude.
Oh, good. They're already on board.
So who are they?
Yeah, that's
Ask Irene.
they're apparently the Common Revolution.
I mean, that sounds like something I can jive with, right?
Exactly. So like at
Right.
first my thought process was, hey, no, this is our ship. You're not taking. And then they were like, no, but like we're the Common Revolution and we're just trying to, expand our fleet and we don't want to destroy the ship and we don't want you to die. And I was like, you know what? Let's hear these guys out.
Yeah, that sounds like I mean, this guy was very nice. So I told him I was coming down here just to check in with y'all. But it looks like they're like taking everybody off the ship. So if there's any other, I got the crew members from the helm. If we want to do just like a once over.
Yeah, at least he's already starting a rifle trying to find.
We might need to do something about my uncle. Or are we gonna just have them carry him out? Like, I feel kind of bad about the whole state he's in.
Did he not get stabbed to death? I thought that was
He did get slashed, not stabbed. But Razik was very good about stabilizing that whole mess. Cause trust me, Elise was a freak in there. But I think we'd probably better have Razik be the one to move him. I mean, I'll help, but like if we're gonna move him, I'm not gonna leave it up to their I mean, they just don't necessarily look like medical professionals, which
That's
is
fair.
no judgment. I know it's harsh to judge on appearances, but it doesn't seem like any of them were carrying medical bags or wearing the fancy white coat.
Well, I pues anyway.
Hang on. Right after you say that, echoing down the halls is what sounds like a flechette gun going off, and then you hear, "Oh, hey, watch where you're pointing at."
Okay, well, they're incompetent, whoever they may be.
They're new. They're starting out. We were there once. We're not incompetent anymore.
We're level 6.
As we flail wildly about trying to escape a bedroom.
Yes.
But a paper bag, we can get right out of that. Like,
oh yeah,
like that's a cakewalk.
So you're a step
It
above
doesn't
Tom
even
Hanks.
need to be wet.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna go grab my uncle. I'm gonna leave the passed out dudes where they are because I figure like, that's not as risky to move.
Yeah,
them.
they're just sleeping.
So like I know not necessarily my judgment call to make, but you guys were busy, so I made a little bit of an executive decision. I did tell them to go ahead and come on board and we could talk about this. So like maybe you want to have them grab their captain to come over so that you guys can hash it out.
Oh yeah, so we could all. You know what? Razik, if you could try to excuse me 1 second.
Dog discipline.
She is very, very
I
upset.
like the
with you.
corner of the dog's face just there, like, hello.
She was upset because she brought a toy to me and I did not throw it. That's what happened there.
I mean, that's kind of fair, though.
Yeah, around 8:30 she gets like this. Anyway, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear what's going on, but
I
there's a
hear
lot.
the tippy tappies.
And the whimpering. Yeah.
No, there's a squeaker in it.
Oh, okay.
It's a toy that looks like a bottle of tequila. So, yeah, Razik, if you could try to rustle up something to like share maybe a snack or some tea. I'll go talk to the wheel about maybe bringing some representatives over to sit down and meet the group, explain what we're about.
So, some of these ruffians start filtering into the engine room. With them is the Linderg with the tire around his waist. And he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah. So this looks like the engine room, boys. So if you guys want to get to work, are you guys are you full done having your little sit down?" Oh,
You
hi.
could
I'm Wheel.
have knocked.
Well,
No,
I
we're
mean,
mostly
technically
decided.
this is our ship now. So
I was actually about to go find you. See, Irene, who had spoken with your group over the comms, had requested an opportunity to sit down and talk. So we're gonna head over to the
you're blue.
mess area. This is Irene. That's Elise, incredibly dangerous. And then there's Razik. I'm not
systematically wrecking the room.
I'm not saying Elise is a threat to y'all in particular. It's just kind of like her subtitle, like Irene, mega genius, Razik, super medic, and then Elise, incredibly dangerous, and then Hyperwest, charming and handsome.
Well, you guys kind of sound like a band, but the captain wants to meet y'all in the forward lounge area. So if you can follow my guy Greasy here, he'll take you onto our ship and all that. Meanwhile,
Can I make it?
we gotta make
can I make a
ourselves at
small
home
request?
here, you know? Hang up some posters. Yes?
There's a wounded person.
Oh, that's bad.
Yes. I would rather they don't get wounded more.
That makes sense.
I would assume that you will be moving them to the airlock with the others.
Well, I mean, we're taking the ship, so if you got like medical facilities here, we can just leave them here, and we can bring on our medical bot. She's kind of crosswired, but she heals people.
Okay. How about you don't touch that wounded person without me?
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, mate, so go ahead and follow Greasy here, and he'll take you up to the front lounge, and we'll get you guys squared away.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sounds like that's what we want to
Oh,
do.
and thanks for letting us commandeer your ship here. It's really nice.
I mean, it's hardly been ours.
Oh, yeah, because you just commandeered it, and now we didn't. Yep, right. I understand.
Super brief situational awareness question.
Okay, what's up?
Initially, we had been traveling with our ship,
The Involucre.
with the Involucre, kind of slaved to it.
Well, more like
or
traveling alongside each other.
Yeah. It was crude, but a skeleton crew,
Yeah.
just to make sure it was coming with us. Is it still with us?
You have no idea.
Because I do have an AT bike.
More importantly,
I might have side blades there. So at least you gotta go get it.
Brief look over at the sensors. Do I have a sensor station here in engineering?
Yeah.
Brief look at the sensors. Is it with us still?
Okay, you while he's typing, you make a quick scan, and you see that there's an extended airlock connecting to the opposite side of the Brigand, where the Involucre, or at least a ship matching its design.
So they already have the Involucre.
It looks like they got the Involucre first. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. And I will, Captain, are you just briefly before we hand over the ship? I just wanted to get your approval on this one last little bit that I'd been working on.
Oh yeah.
Take a look at that for me, please.
I see the Involucre.
While he does that, Wheel turns to Greasy and says, "Look at that work ethic. You see how the chain of command works? You gotta get on this."
Damn it! I love him so much.
If you're late to another shift, we're gonna have to have a meeting, and I don't like, interpersonal drama. So,
Hey, Wheel, if you need a mediator, just let me know.
I will keep that in mind, because Greasy here is kind of a slacker.
Hey, my first free tip from HyperWest to you: use uplifting language.
You look like you're living in low gravity. Anyway, Greasy, go ahead and take him to
work
the
on it.
captain.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the captain, I guess.
Yeah.
With that in mind, I mean, I'm
have
gonna try and
one-
negotiate our involucre back, but
One super quick last thing to say before we go.
Mm.
Yeah, computer. Why don't you go ahead and initiate lockdown Marcos Gamma voice print verification Irene 1 Alpha Beta?
Okay, everything locks down. Oh, hey, we should have shot you. Dang.
No. It's okay. We're gonna go talk to the captain. I think Irene just wants to like keep everything copacetic in here. Just since
I
she
like the
did,
mood lighting though. That's pretty cool.
yeah, she spent a long time working on these computers. It just doesn't want anything destroyed. I'm sure your team is totally capable. She's just a little bit. She's got a control thing that we're working through, right? So we're good. I just imagine Irene taking a swig of something as Hype West is saying that. Like, we're gonna go meet with your captain. It'll be wonderful. Thank you so much for your work here, Will.
Okay. Well, Greasy, while you do that, hey Slim Jim, can you go ahead and plug in Desiree so we can get through this lockdown? All right. So you guys are brought onto
good luck with that.
So the Brigand is the second largest ship you've been on. The other one being the Prefect, obviously.
Well, and then there was the Citadel class ship.
This is the Citadel ship.
So this
yeah.
is the third largest ship you've been on.
It's pretty sizable.
It also occurs to me that I forgot to make a token. I made 5 battle map. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 battle maps today, and I ran out of time for everything else. So that's just gonna be how it be.
Is this storyline battle maps, or are you calling us murder hobos? I just
A little
I
bit of
just want to
column
know
A,
which
a little
one
bit of
it
column B.
That's
I
what
mean,
we call mixed results.
It's not inaccurate to say that.
We
No,
don't murder hobos. We murder rich people.
We are second-degree manslaughter freedom fighters.
Okay, so eventually you are brought into the forward end of the ship.
We really should be murdering more rich people. That is kind of our
Agreed.
whole thing.
Should you though?
I mean, look, you wanted Western inspired.
Well,
So Jake, unrelated, but is the captain we're about to meet rich? Just out of
he
curiosity.
may be rich in friends, you know.
Still counts.
That's good enough for me.
All right.
He's rich in exposure.
So at the north end of this battle map, is a large window that kind of just it's open space right now. But there's this hollow projector in the middle, and then there is this Zod core. This Zod core in fairly business casual, unassuming clothing. The only thing that really remarkable about him is his customized laser pistol strapped to his hip.
I really feel like in this time setting, we've passed the need for business casual.
Well, okay, modern to this time, business casual.
Yeah. No polos.
Yeah, he's definitely rocking the Star Trek. That's basically our clothes, but slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, men's fashion doesn't change much.
And all women wear cat suits. Okay. To Star Trek. The squeaking. All right, so I mean, I put you on the battle map, right? Yeah. So here you are. This is one of the
So it's
7.
time to battle.
One of the 8 I made.
The friendly discussion and negotiations map.
Yes.
Also, it kind of gives you guys, a feel for your environment and the size. If you guys wish to
Right.
devolve into combat, here we go. We got a battle map.
So I shoot the guy in the face.
So anyway, I started blasting.
So yeah, a Zod Corps. I think this is our first Zod Corps. They have kind of like earthy brown skin, very human-like. They have hair, and then they have like a crown of thorns. That's Christ, not they. That's a crown of horns, kind of like going around their head. I think they. Yeah, I mean, so this guy looks like a Star Trek alien. He's got that Star Trek alien vibe where not a whole lot of difference between him and a. Guys, I'm really tired, so I don't have.
It's the prosthetic of the weak alien.
Yeah, but he's a Zod Corps, so it's common. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's in front of him is a hollow of your ship, or the ship you just came off of, not the Involuker. And he kind of looks over at you, and he doesn't smile, but he says, "Welcome aboard. I'm Captain Sadat Zadar. I'm the leader of the Common Revolution."
Hello. I am Hypoes Sanguilin. This is Elise and Irene and Razik. Irene has walked just a different. Oh, we're up there?
No, this NPC.
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
at all.
Irene has
Irene
gone on
just went that
walkabout.
way.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, then Hypoes would say, "You've probably heard of us."
Yeah, a little bit. You're definitely making an impression.
We're incredibly happy to guys.
It's fine.
Can
Alicia's acting as bodyguard, so she's standing
please,
here.
please forgive them. They're a little bit antsy. We've been locked up for a while. They need to get their wiggles out. But we are incredibly grateful that you showed up. We had things under control, but it seems like your group is one we would share ideas with.
Okay.
If you are going to take the Involuker, as I see it has been attached to your...
Oh, the Sengdao class?
ship. Yes, it's called the Involuker, unless you end up renaming it, but please don't. It's a great name. A lot of our belongings are on there. I would like to get those back.
Yeah.
But I'm just laying on the table kind of what I'm really hoping for out of this exchange. Obviously, we can do more. We can provide our services.
He smiles with a roguish grin, and he says, "No problem. I'm sure we can make sure you get your belongings. As for the ship, you weren't on it when we found it, and you surrendered the other one. So we'll have to talk."
I want my ship back.
Well, so here's the thing is I am acting captain. My first mate, an engineering aficionado, Irene, had surrendered
Yes.
the vehicle.
Irene. I did not expect to find an Exalvi out this way. I too am a liberated citizen, formerly of the Sphere Mandate.
Uh-huh.
So, like the rest of your people then. Noted.
Look,
Uh-huh.
Irene Irina's not like every other Exalvi, and I feel like, you
Surely
can't
not.
say
She's
all
out here.
Exalvi are the same. But yes, she is out here. She is for freeing the common people from the Sphere Mandate and the Saldrosi Empire. She's we're even, on shaky terms with the Crest League. We want to liberate movement between peoples so that it's not just controlled by these like conglomerates. It's really part of our manifesto.
Ah, I see.
By the fascistic patriarchy.
That
There's
as
a
well.
few of those. Yep. Well, the Common
But-
Revolution has
Yeah.
I don't want to say loftier, but certainly more wide-reaching goals. I'm not exactly hurting for recruits right now, and I'm not quite sure what is going on here, but I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. We have heard about.
We were being held as political prisoners is what was going on over there.
Ah, well, lucky we springed you.
And our ship had been taken, and we would like it back.
We had been staging an escape, which went successfully, actually, whenever you arrived.
Oh, well, good job. Sorry to rain on your parade. As for your
Always nice
ship,
to make new friends.
I think we'll have to discuss that later, but for now, you're not prisoners. You are guests, so... we're planning on dropping you off once we get back to the inner system of Haku. Listen, your reputation precedes you, that's for sure. There's a lot of crazy rumors about what you've done and what you haven't done. And I was wondering if you guys could set the record straight. Because this past week has been, pretty crazy as far as news.
We would be delighted to provide our input. Obviously, we can only tell one side of the very multifaceted truth. But if we can provide our input on what we know happened, especially when it's being compared to the opinions or rumors of people who were not present.
He steps over to the console and starts tapping away at it, and he says, I have friends on Nikipi, and they placed you as captaining the science ship Androla.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine my fascination when I acquire some footage. Here it is. He presses a button, and a globe projection kind of appears where everyone who's looking at it will see like the same perspective, but it's like this spherical reflective projection. And it appears to be a long-range zoom and enhance style video capture of the planet Y'all breaking in two rather suddenly. And then it pauses, and a little a digital square appears with a little line, and it's basically pointing out the Androla.
Yes, that struck us as a surprise as well. Is the Citadel ship? I can't remember what its actual name was. Is the Citadel ship also visible in this
Yeah, but like
footage?
It's kind of silhouetted behind the planet. Yeah. But anyone looking at this footage can see there's a weird diamond shape, unidentified, that also gets split in half as soon as the planet does.
Yes. You had questions?
Well, it seems you were there.
We were. Do you see this? And Hyperwest will kind of
Yeah. A lot of people were saying that this was a control carrier, but someone like me who's familiar with their design recognizes that is in fact larger and quite different.
Yes, that's why this is the third largest ship we've ever been on. Uh, that would be something we have been passingly calling a Citadel class of vessel.
The same type
It
that attacked the planet Nikipi.
Yes, it is incredibly hostile. We were briefly prisoners on it. I know that's hard to believe, but you did ask for our side of things. We were fleeing the vessel when I think really it's Sid Sadat Zadar. Okay. Um I was just reading your message. It has a strange relationship to the hyperwinds, which is what we were researching whenever we encountered this vessel. As you may know, y'all was slowly being rent asunder by the hyperwinds anyway, and something about having that ship there and some sort of artifact, almost like a ruin in y'all, caused for a that something in that relationship caused the hyperwind to expand and tore both of those. We fled as fast as we could. I nearly died. Irene nearly died. Elise actually we were all pretty rough up. Razik kind of stitched us back together, as you could see. So that's really what that Citadel class ship had been a major threat, is still a major threat, as you may know, because it attacked Nikipi.
Well, all accounts say they're gone for now. I'm more concerned with the immediate threat. So, you guys fancy yourselves revolutionaries of a sort?
I mean, that's literally what we are, but I understand we have not really been advertising our message. Propaganda isn't necessarily our thing.
Well, then you're in good company. I'm the leader of the Common Revolution, and we've been gearing up for our play. One of the steps towards that was securing the Brigand, arming it. It's now a formidable warship. It was formerly just a cargo liner. Appreciate it. Obviously, we've been expanding the flotilla by, grabbing government official ships and whatnot. It's fortuitous that you happen to be aboard a diplomatic escort vessel. You said you were political prisoners. I take it your friends on the Kippy, that relationship had turned sour.
It was really hard for Nikipi to see all the loss. They needed a scapegoat. We understand that was really necessary for them. Our allies on Nikipi were very apologetic, but new forces at play in their local government had decided that people who would rather no government would probably pose a threat to them in the long run, and so they did try to sell us to some family members of mine, and even possibly the Saldrin. That was a threat.
Funny you should mention that. He presses some buttons, and then he pulls up a solar system diagram of the Nachi system, and then you see Nikipi kind of like highlighted, and then some like pyramid-like objects, like elongated pyramid-like objects, and he says, so that cluster of ships right here, that's a Saldrosi battle group.
Mm-hmm.
And that one big ship over there, on the other side of the planet, that's a Sphere Mandate control carrier. Apparently, this footage that I showed you, it was taken.
Widespread?
Well, it was taken by a Sphere Mandate satellite, And of course, the Saldrosi Empire were brought to the Kippy by invitation. So now it looks like things might be getting a little heated in our corner of the galaxy. Both sides think the other blew up y'all.
Oh.
There's a summit going down between the Tri-State Alliance, Sphere Mandate, and the Saldrosi Empire in the Haku system, which we
I just had a great idea. Why don't we just take over the Tri-State area?
The Tri-State area!
Build an Innator.
The Revolutionator.
Yes.
It causes oppositional feelings.
What's his brother's name? The mayor?
Oh.
Carl?
Anyway.
No, Carl is the intern.
I know his name is Heinz, but I can't remember his name.
Anyway. So now that we just kind of went off on the rails talking about the greatest cartoon ever made, Phineas and Ferb.
Yes.
Roger Doofenshmirtz.
So
Nobody was there at my birth, not
there
even my
is
parents.
an assembly. Right.
An assembly?
Not an assembly, but a
summit.
Summit. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, they've been planning for a while, but this whole situation with y'all and the Kippy has kind of changed the topic.
Sounds like it's an opportune moment to strike.
Yeah, HyperWest this whole time has been like very obviously exchanging looks with Irene over this whole conversation. Like every time he says something, I'm like,
well, funny you should mention that, because my common revolution is thinking just that.
it sounds like I was right in my estimation that we would get along.
It does sound
I'm surprised
like
I've
that.
never heard of you.
Well, keeping a low profile is best way to
Part of
run a
the-
revolution. Granted, once we got the brigand all strapped, it's kind of hard to
It's hard to do the low profile
low
thing.
profile from here on out. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a hard time keeping a low profile because I was so devilishly handsome that anyone would have recognized me.
Yes, I can see how that would be a problem.
That and Irene is incredibly recognizable. Oh, well, and you know what? Actually, we kind of all are out of sore thumbs. The lot of us.
What's that old human adage? The bent nail gets the hammer. Something along those lines. Anyway, I'd love to have you guys pal along, especially since it seems you have connections with some high-ranking officials at this meeting.
Yeah, so like if you can just go ahead and hand our ship back over.
Even
We'll get right on that.
I believe that you're going to consider things and come to a decision, and that is, as a leader, you have a lot of people's opinions to take into consideration, how things will run. We will best be able to assist you on board the Involucre just because we have been working with it for so long. If you needed to place a crew member, if you needed to place a crew member, like Irene, on board or multiple, or you needed to manage some way that we wouldn't get lost from the herd, I'd be understanding of that.
Let me ask you a question before I answer your inquiry. Mr. or should I say Dr. Gorazan.
Yes.
Any relation to Senator Gorazan?
You have a last name?
Wait, what? I thought Razik was your last name.
No.
We've been calling you Dr. Razik and you never corrected us?
No.
Rizik, I want you to know that I am interested in making sure that I am culturally sensitive to you. So if you would rather we call you by a different name, I want you to know that you can come to us with that, okay?
Yes, I
Continue.
understand that, Apoe. Now, about this fateful question, depends on who asks.
Me, Sadat Zadar, captain of the brigand, leader of the Common Revolution. I thought I covered that.
And in your opinion, which answer would be
Incredibly
best
incredibly handsome.
for my own sanity?
The truth.
I may or may not be related to Senator Gorzan, yes?
Well, see, here's the pickle. We
Is
just
Rizik really going to plead the fifth?
we just met, and you guys have been doing some interesting activities across the Fire Expanse, and it's not that I don't want to trust you, it's just that I don't trust you.
Fair.
And Senator Gorazan is the Crest League diplomatic representative at the summit. So, I think it'd be better for everyone if you guys just kind of hung out on the brigand. And if we could find a way for you to be helpful, we'll ask. And then after we do our thing, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't just let you take your Involuker and be on your way. Does that sound fair?
So why would my relationship with Senator Gorzan be of any matter in this case?
Well, he crosses his arms. I'm sure you've noticed that my brigand is retrofitted for war.
Yes.
So I assume you understand that revolutions are, by and large, violent affairs.
Oh, he thinks we won't be able to pull the trigger when the time comes.
Or that any pre-existing relationship might be cause for undue communications.
Yeah, that makes sense. The Exalvi would hit the nail on the head, as they say. Again, you guys aren't prisoners. You'll just
Yeah.
I feel like I should clarify that when it comes to the actual kind of flying and shooting thing, Rizik's not really involved.
I appreciate your candor, but I think you can understand from one revolutionary to another why I would err on the side of caution so close to the appointed hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just such a bummer not to be involved, you know?
Oh no, I think
Like-
we can involve you for sure. I just don't think it's the right time for us to part ways. You and your Involuker, me on my brigand.
Mm. Well, can we at least retrieve our stuff?
Were we talking about parting ways?
I was saying we would fly alongside him, but he doesn't believe we won't part.
Well, let me
As if this
assign.
isn't
I'll
What we've been
assign.
working for.
I'll assign some security bots to you, and you guys one at a time can go to the Involuker, grab whatever stuff you need. How's that sound?
Yeah, I mean, I might need to chat with my crew, but sure.
I'm gonna need a little bit of extra time on the Involuker to make sure that those assholes didn't do anything to my ship.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, Irene, I'm gonna give you the least amount of time, given what you did to the ship I just acquired. But if you'd like to earn some goodwill, you could unlock those controls for me.
If you're giving us back the Involuker, they're yours.
Excellent. So first up, the Sanguilin Alpha.
Happy to.
Stellar. So,
It was only excellent. It wasn't stellar.
so I'll have some bots escort you to the guest quarters. Feel free to roam about the ship. Again, you're my guests. The aft section of the ship is where you'll find it's called the stack, and that's where the cafeteria is and amenities and all that. And I don't know if the guest quarters have showers. I know it has a bathroom, but I don't know. I've never stayed there myself. So hopefully we'll get you sorted away. And then once you guys are squared away, I'll send a security detail of you, and you guys can decide which of you wants to go to the Involucre. And we'll take Irene to the Sanguine Alpha and get that sorted. In the meantime, you guys look like you've been through an asteroid field without a spacesuit. So, Dr. Gorozan, I think once you're settled, we'll get you introduced to our medical facilities. We could use a real professional such as yourself.
It will be my pleasure.
Alicia actually looks pretty okay. Just like a little bruised, but that's
Well,
it.
he looked over Hypoist when he said that. You know, poor sweet innocent Hypoist. Did you downgrade that moderate wound? Okay, it should be a light wound. Unless you don't have any light wound slots, then you're pooped. Oh wait,
No,
that's right. You didn't actually get the moderate
take
wound.
the
You didn't actually.
moderate.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't actually take it because we found
I
that you were
have a
dodging.
light wound, but I have 3 light wound slots.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this has been a productive meeting. Ask anyone if you want to speak to me again. They can fire it up the chain of command. Oh, Irene.
Yes.
I may have got a copy of your service record.
Mm-hmm.
Was wondering if you had any inside baseball on Sphere Mandate warships.
Oh yeah.
Then
Yeah, happy to share.
we will
She could
definitely
exchange them.
have to pick your brain on that.
Yeah, that's you're buying drinks though.
Trust me, you dine with the captain, you get the good stuff.
Oh, thank the ancestors.
I've even got some New Eden brandy.
What year?
978, I think.
Are you married?
That's a good year for brandy.
I mean, I'm free tonight if you've got the 978 and aren't married.
Well, we'll see. For now, I have to, I got work to do. He
Let's
winks
go
at
there,
Irene
like,
and then says,
You better comb your hair.
the security bots outside the main door will take you to your rooms.
Trying to think of a way to do this that won't be overt.
Okay.
Oh, but before that, I was like, there's a sim droid on the. He's not really broken. He has some power issues, so don't just put him.
On the
We're
Involucre,
trying to
you
fix
cut
him.
out, sorry.
Oh, I was like, there's a sim droid on the Involucre. He's not actually broken. He's having power. Put him to the side. Don't throw him out, please.
Oh, I weren't planning on throwing anything away.
Okay.
But noted.
Irene would like to find a way in this process to tell each of the crew where one piece of the TID PP is.
Okay. Oh, you guys can do that
So-
once you guys get back to your room. Like where your
Okay.
your quarters as they were.
Okay.
As they are. Yeah, so they take you down a flight of stairs to deck 2 or 5, or I think it's 1 is the bottom, so this would be deck 5 they're taking you to. And then you find your way through these long, narrow corridors. This is a retrofitted cargo ship, so it's not exactly comfortable. And one of the cargo containers inside of it is, accommodations guest room. I think you guys will probably split up boys and girls again, but unlike in prison, you guys can freely traverse between the 2 rooms. So if you guys want to gather together in one of your lounges and to have a chat, we can do that. And we could go ahead
Yeah,
and
I mean-
hand wave that Irene, tells each person individually where one piece is.
Yeah, not necessarily anything to RP out, just because she wants to make sure it's brought over
Right.
in separate pieces so that it's not obvious that she's grabbing components for something.
Right. So yeah, after that's said and done, you guys are in the you're in the lounge. You're alone.
Well, as many of you were surprised, yes, I do have a last name, and Rizik is not my last name. It's actually my first name. That's because, you see...
I don't even know you anymore.
Oh, I'm sure. That's because, you see...
Hush, Rizik's trying to tell us.
My last name could have brought us a lot of trouble. You hit the nail on the head, up, Wes, when you said that we kind of show like a sore thumb, is how you put it, essentially. My last name would have been potentially ringing alarm bells everywhere, so that's why I went with Dr. Rizik. It's would have less tendency to make me align with the fact that I'm married with Senator Gorazon.
Married?
Yes.
Whoa.
You have a wife?
Yes.
Oh, that's...
So now here's the thing. I'm happily married as long as it stays a long distance relationship for now.
I'm not entirely sure that's how that works. Not married, though. Can't actually vouch.
They're gonna try and kill your wife?
Yes.
We were gonna try and kill your wife?
Not if I could do anything about it.
We're still gonna try and kill your... I mean, I'm not actively gonna go out of my way to kill your wife. That's a bigger deal than an uncle, but...
So my idea, and that's why I didn't mention anything as we were discussing the whole killing thing or stopping the meeting thing, is I figured I could keep her out of harm's way at some point during the whole plan.
Do you think that maybe tipping her off might tip off everybody?
Yes, and the captain is right in assuming I would potentially want to try that.
Okay. Do you remember that instance with the elevator? I know it didn't work, but we were on the train, we did the train heist, and then there was the supply elevator with the controls where
that didn't end well.
we got cheated. It was not our fault. But the central idea of Elise contacting an individual on the station through like a remote
Yes.
connection
Right, here's
without...
what I've learned, though. It's particularly hard to get through certain species.
Yeah.
As I look over at Echoes. And I'm not sure about Rizik's particular species.
But it is reaching out to her in a different instance before she ever made it to the summit.
But she could still alert everyone at the summit.
Yeah, but we wouldn't necessarily have to suggest to her that the summit was dangerous if we could suggest to her to just sit somewhere for a little bit.
Be fashionably late, maybe?
I mean, we could probably get her to divert if we tell her we have Rizik and she can come get him. And then send her off.
She would definitely jump on this plan, but I don't like this plan.
Rizik, I have a question. I'm gonna
tell her actually where you are. Send her somewhere
Rizik.
far away.
I need an honest answer here, Rizik.
Yes.
Does your wife value you more than her job?
Well, the thing is I'm needed for her job.
He's like, well, not technically.
Yes.
Yes, but
So-
also no.
Yes, exactly what Jacob just said. It's we love each other, but back when we were together, our careers were
Aligned.
aligned and kind of muddied the level of relationship we had together. But I love her. I definitely love her, and I would say
Physique?
statistically like 95% certain she loves me back.
Physique.
Yes.
Those are good numbers.
Yes.
I'm happy for
They
you.
are. They are
Is-
actually.
Is your wife a kind of a cog in the nationalistic machine?
That's a loaded question.
Well,
Just kind of. Irene's like, is she?
based on her career, I would have to say yes. However, I would like to point out that it's not on purpose. I don't think I've ever approached her with the idea of not being a cog in the machine.
She's accidentally a cog in the
She's accidentally suppressing the rights of the downtrodden. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as we're clear on that.
No. She's a good person and diplomatic. I don't think she supports the non-welfare of workers.
The non-welfare? That's the
Okay.
oppression.
For a moment here, we should address the Crest League. The Crest League is not a one government group. They are basically a league like the League of Nations circa pre World War II. And
League of Nations.
yeah, they're basically like an alliance of planets with the whole purpose of we combine our defenses so that if one of the big boys comes, we stand a chance.
We made our government even larger.
Yeah, it's kind of like NATO. The Crest League is kind of like NATO. That's actually a better. It's kind of but that's kind of like a better analogy than the League of Nations. It's more like NATO.
Yeah. The only issue here being that it is a large form of government when not only are we for small government, but we're for no government.
You're anarcho-anarchist.
But to answer a question I posed, I think that me leaving my wife so suddenly, and although I've hidden my name pretty well, I'm fairly certain she's heard of rumors of a doctor, an Israeli doctor causing mayhem, and she probably believes that I've been a thorn in her side quite enough now for a political career that if we were to say, we've got Razik, you can come and get him, that would be a distraction enough that she might delay going to the summit to come and get me.
What if we told her you're a prisoner?
That could work.
That's what
Are
I was
you
saying.
convincing
Saying we
actors?
have him on X planet, which is on the other side. And that
Yeah. We'd have to get Irene to ping those areas somehow, though.
I'm not a particularly good actor, and I'm definitely not a good actor against my wife. I've tried to hide so many things from her, and she finds them all. I don't know she's a magician.
I'm pretty sure hiding things from a relationship isn't good.
Listen, all I wanted was this very expensive drone, and it was gonna be very fun. And then, like, the moment I made the purchase, she was in my office going like, "Why did you spend like 6,000 credits?" And I was like, "No, you don't understand. It was for a friend, and it went downhill that way so fast. Like, don't lie to your wives. It doesn't work. They just find out immediately. So no."
Jeez, I'm so glad I'm not married. I have no money. Okay, we are getting a little bit off track.
Yes.
We will hopefully find a way to save and maybe convert your wife. I mean, if she's not willing to convert, you said she takes her job really seriously.
Yes.
Do you think she could be convinced?
Knowing her, Possibly not. But I don't want to say absolutely no. I've seen this family of ours do things that I would not have believed possible in the first place. So to say absolutely not, no.
All right. All
But
right.
it would be a hard sell.
Could you imagine an elected senator getting the anarchist speech from my post and Irene?
Look,
Actually,
just
no,
because
I
he's not
can't
super-
imagine it. We need to make it happen now.
All
so
right,
that I
Yeah.
can.
there we go. Put that in the books.
Just because HyperWest isn't super well read in political theory doesn't mean he isn't a compelling and thoughtful speaker.
I mean, that's fair.
So, yeah, I guess it's about time we get our stuff. I'm straight up gonna roll. I guess we are going to. He did promise we're gonna get the Involucre back eventually, so I'm not gonna roll my motorcycle through the cargo ship.
I don't even know if it would fit through the airlock.
It's a hover bike, so it's like
You got to put it at an angle, like a
Come
couch.
on, I kind
Yeah.
of want you to drive it into this lounge here, like from the Involucre, and then the captain
just
is
like
the
keep
bandit.
it in the living room. Yeah.
Yeah, and the bandit captain going like, "Okay, I told you to be at home, but like that's too much."
It's not the bandit; it's the brigand.
Brigand, sorry.
Your name isn't recent guy.
Yes. I've changed it. It's too late now.
I am
It's
ship
now,
is not
recent
abandoned.
guy 1, 2, 3, 4.
I am now
Yes.
Jonathan Reno.
Okay, but like that's a really good name.
Yes, I agree.
You
It
could be a
sounds really
stripper
nice.
with that name.
Next character, Jonathan Reno. All right.
Drop suspense.
My name's Lopsided.
Oh,
Can't really do Elenia, can we? Or Jakin. Dang.
Well, you had to go be unique, huh?
Oh,
Yes.
Jacobin.
I was going to
Well, there
say
you
Jacob M.
Jacobin. Jacobin.
Ellen.
Ellen, just
Ellen.
Ellen.
It's just Ellen. No.
Ellen, no. Ellen, no.
It's because you can look, but you're not allowed to touch. No touching.
No touchy.
So now that that's done, I'm gonna look. I don't care that it's weird to walk around in an exoskeleton, which I have on my sheet as an exoskeleton.
Nice, the skeleton.
I'm not gonna change that, but I am gonna straight up put it on because it makes me feel like a big, powerful boy.
Oh, well, at least he's wearing hers. Don't you worry.
Like if I could, and if we have time, I'm gonna get a paint job.
Oh, yeah, we can make that happen.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
at least he's gonna wear hers just on the matter that's like he's like she's the dangerous one. So I'm all fucking dangerous.
You're cutting in and
Yeah.
out like crazy.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why.
Okay.
My
lot
mic
of
is
the
turned up
time-
all the way.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like a sensitivity issue because it's usually whenever you're like cutting back down for effect when it starts to go.
There might be your noise cancellation too.
Yeah, the noise gate.
Noise gate, yeah.
I do have noise cancellation on my mic because it helps with you, but I can turn it off.
I'm loud.
Irene will
Yeah.
not only hand over the lockout codes for the Sanguine Alpha, but she'll also offer to show Sadat Zadar.
Oh.
Well, and Wheel, how that particular security algorithm works.
Okay.
Like she'll show her work on it and be
Oh,
like,
she's trying to get a ring.
well, no, we're trying to help the common revolution. So she's gonna share everything she can.
Okay. And I assume going to the Involucra, getting your stuff. Nobody wants to do anything.
Underhanded.
Yeah.
Untoward.
Untoward. That is exactly the word. I was
only
looking
thing
for.
that's gonna happen is I'm probably gonna hide the other side blade.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say move slag.
I mean, I might just to freak out the other crew so they come back and.
Nothing untoward, but Irene is absolutely, if given the opportunity, is going to run a very brief diagnostic on systems.
I mean, don't forget your laser link.
Yeah.
But,
No. She's picking up everything.
Yeah, the only weapon they're gonna see is because the side blades are gonna. I assume with the exoskeleton, I probably.
Okay.
Okay, that
You're
just
still
cut
cutting out, and
everywhere.
now your gain is through the roof. So whatever you did, undo that and try something else. Sorry, babe. Welcome to technical difficulties.
We're
Lost
gonna have
Horizon.
some viral.
Yeah,
You know what?
What's up?
We haven't had very many technical difficulties this episode up to this point.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
So thank you, Elenia. Now we're on brand. Thanks to.
I'm just saying. I'm surprised it didn't happen earlier.
Yeah. Well, I've been getting we've been bobbing down to 50 FPS every now and then. So.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize we needed to be seen in 60 FPS.
We do. No, we can't hear you at all.
Anyway,
So that's fun. So that evening, you guys want to dine with Captain Zadar?
should I continue to carry this laser rifle with me? It's better than my pill one.
By all means, hold on to it because we can make it even mo better.
I mean, I was just thinking of like asking if anyone needed the pill laser rifle just to keep on their person in case of emergency. Like my spare one. I've got a lot of weapons.
Everybody give me an awareness check. No modifier, other than your wound penalties, of course.
Holy crap! I actually passed for once.
Oh, also, I'm not saying use it on this because it's not that super important, but everyone get a hero point.
Awareness.
That 19 isn't excellent for Irene.
Swag.
Also an excellent for Rizik.
And at least you got...
Average.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
So, on each of your trips to the Involucre, everyone but I had Poest noticed some...
Buddy wants.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. You paused.
Some signs of a struggle. It looks like whatever crew the Swingwin family put on this ship did not go as peacefully as you surrendered.
Gently into this night. Yeah.
Yeah, gently into that soft night. Yeah. And those of you who got excellent successes, you see like spots of blood and you know that's still being cleaned. And Irene, it looks like it was a pretty vicious fight. And Razik, given you also got an excellent success and you're highly proficient in medicine,
Also forensics.
also forensics, then even better. You are looking at some of these blood stains and you're kind of painting a picture of what happened, and it looks like at least one of the Sanguilin crew members was executed.
I'll keep that in the back of my mind for now.
Also, at some point while Irene is working on the Sanguilin Alpha, Razik, you're brought you're brought to the medical bay where Hypoist uncle is.
Mm-hmm. And I would like to, since we don't want him dead yet, I would like to further continue clearing him up.
Okay. I'm not gonna. Okay. I'm not gonna have you. We're not gonna spend times rolling him. Assume
Yeah,
you know
that's fine.
your immaculate medical care is making him quite healthy. in record time.
Yes. And if allowed, for flavor purposes, if allowed, when Baku were in the Involucre, Rizik would have asked the security bot if he can at least give a look at the medical bay on the Involucre, just so he can put his mind at ease that it's still clean and
Oh yeah,
sterile.
yeah, sure.
And I'm assuming it is. Like, I don't see why the crew would have went in there. Okay, Rizik's good.
Okay, well, there's 30 minutes left. How's this microphone?
Worse.
Son of a bitch.
It's picking up better, but it's like really blown out, and I'm very
Yeah, well,
audible.
this one does not have the voice suppression like my other one does. It's very annoying.
Elenia, by trying to move your volume, I might have invited you to a random server. If I did, just refuse. I don't know what the hell I did.
Actually, you know what? Razik. When you get to the Involucre, it does look like someone rifled through your stuff.
Ooh.
And taking inventory, it looks like some of your painkillers are missing.
Are those analgesic spray or just stuff like uncounted stuff?
You know, stuff that would be in a medical bay that doesn't have any mechanical benefit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I take note of that. And I lock the med bay.
Okay. Okay. Do you guys want to meet up one last time, or do you want to go ahead and skip to your dinner with Zadar?
I would like to meet up with them if.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I'm down.
So, in the lounge before we meet up, Rizik's gonna say, I found out a few interesting things while we're on the Involucre. So, the one that I'm not sure what to do with, it's not exactly unexpected, but as some of you, well, as I assume you all seen, there was a fight on the Involucre. They didn't go peacefully.
Yeah, I noticed that.
What?
Yeah, it was actually the environmental systems were still working on cleaning up all of the leftover bodily fluids.
Debris.
Yes. And
yeah.
based on the blood pattern and blood splatters on the walls and stuff, it looks like one or more individuals were executed.
But they seemed so cool.
Again, from revolutionaries, it's not unexpected. Plus, if they
Yeah.
fought, maybe they hurt one of theirs, and then, like, out of anger, they executed the guy. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying this is what I think happened.
I'm not. Yeah. No, it makes sense. Like, if someone had hurt one of you guys, I probably would have done it. So,
Yeah.
You also have to remember that the crew that was on the Involucre at the time is part of the oppressive system that we and this common revolution is fighting against. And if
this
they
might have been my cousin or something.
Well, your cousin is an asshole then and deserved it.
I know. Look, Irene, I want you to level with me for a moment. I'm still working on deprogramming, and I know that this is hard, but I'm gonna feel my feelings.
I get that. I
agree that he was a total douche.
The best way to get past the brainwashing of the system is to have someone call it out when they see it. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for you.
Rizzy got to be like, hey, but...
Yes. Okay, but... Well, I pause. In regards of what you were just talking about, I had good news, but now it's just news. But your uncle's doing well.
Well, that's good. I'd like to bring him over to our way of thinking. He's a skilled dude.
Okay, so should I shock it back up to good news? Because since you didn't mind your cousin potentially dying and your uncle's now doing fine, I'm not sure if it's good news or news.
My cousin, there's no point in trying to think about what if maybe I could bring him to my side.
Oh, okay.
My uncle is here, and that is potential. And He does not want to be brought over. That is a conversation we will have.
Perfect. So good news. And the last thing that we should be on the lookout for, there are a lot of painkillers that went missing on the Involucre. I didn't see anyone that would warrant having that many painkillers in their system. So either they're stealing and trading, or someone has a drug problem. Just keeping an eye out for that.
Vegas's face.
Before the dinner, right? Does that sound better, by the way?
It's really quiet.
Well,
Yeah, well, I can turn it up.
now.
You sound
I
way
know it's
better.
actually on the Discord.
I
And I
mean,
moved it further away.
it sounds bad, but you're not cutting out. You can just leave it for the rest of the night and figure it out
Okay.
between the week.
I
Okay, so
That was all I had for this meeting.
anybody else, or are we gonna move on to the dinner?
Diagnostics on the ship were otherwise normal.
Yep.
All right. Irene will bring that up just as everything else is okay.
If Elise did have a chance to move Slag when the guys weren't looking, she does. Just because she wants someone to come back on and be like, was he there?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
So you guys sit down for dinner with Captain Zadar. And he says, "So I trust that everything is going well."
Getting used to the long walk to mess, but otherwise,
It's a big ship.
we're used to being on a very, very small one.
You'll be on a small ship again in no time, I'm sure. I trust that my crew has been accommodating, and that you got everything you needed off your ship.
Just about. I mean, I have a small land vehicle, so I just left that on there. But
One of your crewmate keeps making like bird noises at me. I think he thinks it's funny, but it's not, and nobody's laughing, but he keeps doing it. Is he all right?
I think I know who you're talking about, and the answer is really no. No, he's not all right. But
Okay.
we'll talk to him.
Perfect.
I did notice while we were on the Involucre, or while I was on the Involucre, while I was running my diagnostics, your security bots, they may have a little bit of a blind spot. Just as a heads up, I mean, I could point out where I thought it was, and we could see about fixing it.
All right. Well, actually, all of our bots are actually networked AI, so they can see what each other see at all times. Kind of helps that with that.
That absolutely covers a lot of bases, but there were a couple of times where I was definitively out of line of sight of any of them. Intentionally to see if there were blind spots.
I gotcha. Yeah, I love looking at your data.
Just because we work together now, or at least we are hoping to establish a good relationship. Do you have your medical inventory on hand, or could I get access to your medical inventory? You may be suspicious as to why I'm requesting this. You may have people with extra needs that are pocketing some stuff you may not want them pocketing.
Yeah, well, a lot of our commerce is under the table.
Extra legal?
And I assure you that any supplies that have gone missing for the purposes of commerce probably happened before we were aware that we were on good terms. But if it's important to you, I will send out a message for those supplies to be returned.
Oh, it's not for the Involucre supplies. It's more for your crew, because if it's for commerce, I'm not gonna dig deeper than that. I trust you, and I trust that you trust your crew. But if one of them is using that supply for something else in commerce, it could be a potential health issue.
I understand, and I appreciate it. we will we'll look into it.
Perfect.
Let's listen to y'all. My whole crew, huh? Business, business, business. Apologies. This looks like a lovely dinner. We've been doing a lot of rations lately. Appreciate you hosting us tonight. So, if you wouldn't mind, just what are all of your beliefs and your visions here and ideals?
Well, I'd be happy to talk about that. It's something I've gotten quite accustomed to talking about.
Yeah, I should hope so. I can tell there's passion there in your
The core philosophy
eyes.
is that all people of the galaxy, at least all non-insectoid life, desires freedom. And it is our belief that the governments, as they are now, are antithetical to a freedom we'd like to see in the Fire Expanse. We don't believe that there should be no government, but we definitely think that the government should be small, limited capacity, something that works to better and to help its people. Currently, with the state of the sphere mandate and the Saljosi Empire, all the governments. I mean, you guys have spent a lot of time in the Wild Expanse. It's a brutal life, and we believe, quite a bit of evidence, that the governments in power now across the Fire Expanse are actually benefiting and content with the current state of heightened tensions. They're controlling us by fear of each other. As long as we're afraid of the other, then they can tell us that we need to be kept safe. Our primary goal is to enlighten the people to their situation. So many people are so quick to give in to fear and so adjusted to their comforts. It's hard to do a multi-star system revolution against different governments all in unison. So we're sending out a rally cry. We are going to get people to see what their governments are really like.
Yeah, how do you intend to do that? And I guess really I was just interested in seeing, in an ideal world, what happens after you do what you need to do now. Yeah.
Well, we believe each planet should self-govern. And, we believe in as small a government as possible.
I mean, I don't think we're too different. Really, all we really are suggesting, especially, as we work on the ground, very local grassroots kind of approach. On the ground, we're telling people not only should your planet control your planet because you're the only ones who can understand your interests, but your community should be able to come together and control your community. Someone on the North Pole of your planet doesn't know what you need here in the center.
Exactly.
And so having an overarching planetary government is not ideal. Let me introduce you into a concept called anarchy, which really just means that no one person is in control. Rather, groups would come together, you would have committees, you'd have minutes, people would be on equal footing so that they could communicate their needs, and experts in their field might come forward as the person to listen to in a given situation. So, someone who is an expert in military tactics would be in charge of military maneuvers, but would not say be in charge of a transportation, would not be the last and only voice on the market.
So you're talking
or
about
on-
a pure meritocracy.
I mean, hypothetically, yeah.
I
And
think,
this is obviously idealism.
yeah, I think that would be excellent. For now, though, we want to change the dynamic between government and, the ruled.
And people. Right.
Exactly. The problem we have now, and this is dating back as far back as history is written, is that the governments have a
Probably
monopoly
further.
on force. And we want to take that force away. It isn't truly an act of political service if you have the military and the police force in your pocket. Defense should be handled by, citizenry. And I know the volunteer military is supposed to solve all that, but look at it now.
It doesn't really, yeah.
That just goes back to the use of fear. As long as we're afraid of your neighbor, then they can ramp up that volunteer military to do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, if we topple every government in the fire expanse like dominoes, hopefully that sort of military complex will kind of go by the wayside.
Are you concerned about creating a power vacuum?
Oh, certainly. Fortunately, we have the common revolution, which can come by the quest of, anywhere we see despotism and warlords crop up, the brigand can come in and take down a couple square blocks.
I suppose, really, all I'm asking is there anything the Common Revolution is doing to create a system of leadership training to help educate people on the ground, as it were, on whatever planet, on how to establish that kind of ideal government?
Suppose not.
I realize you do have to topple the governments first.
Well, as going back to your idea of pure meritocracy, my focus is more on strategy. But I would gladly welcome someone with that kind of forward thinking. We do have quite a few intellectuals among the Common Revolution, but obviously they're not serving aboard the Brigand, and I don't want to speak for them. I'd hate to put words in their mouths.
I would be really interested to hear what, as the leader of the Common Revolution, hear what you're doing to ensure that things can be established in a healthy way after your big military moment.
And then opportunists don't come in and fuck everything up that you just did.
Yeah, that's really what we're concerned about. Our goal has mostly been in educating, and it's kind of we've ended up in situations where we have had to use force, but our goal has always been to empower the people from the ground up. So I would love to work with you and your group, where you seem very much to be looking at the large scale of things and making big movements.
Yeah, I think there could be definitely a partnership on that front. That's not what I expected from your guys' track record, but it's definitely interesting.
We are surprising.
That's for sure.
Full of surprises.
I mean, one of the things we hope to establish is self-reliance in terms of defense. Once the governments are gone, the only person who can defend you and your family and your belongings is yourself and those in your community. We're hoping, if everyone is adequately prepared, then we can prevent warlords from seizing power. But those opportunists will, of course, be a problem once the power vacuum emerges. But first, we got to wake everybody up.
How long do we have until, and this is out of character, but how long do we have till this whole summit thing is supposed to happen?
I don't think you guys have been told the exact date, but you guys do know that you're
okay.
in the Haku system right now. So
Yeah. How long do we have until everything kicks off?
Well, unfortunately, they're keeping it all need to know, and of course, the Common Revolution isn't need to know. That being said, we know what's going down in Haku, and we know what's going down soon, and the tensions rising in the Nachi system are escalating the schedule. We expect to see the appropriate delegates arrive within the end of the week.
During this week, I'd love to host a couple of basics and special course in leadership for some of your crew members if you wanted officers to learn a bit more about like how to how to lift up leadership in communities. I know that this is mostly your military team here, but
And a lot of these guys are radicalized pirates, so I wouldn't get your hopes up as far as intelligence goes. But I'll definitely open that up on a volunteer basis. I can see if we get you a class.
yeah, spectacular. I mean, that wheel guy, he's great. And he obviously has like a great desire to learn. We had some good conversations on board the vessel whenever we first met. So please let him know that I'd be delighted to have him there. Or I guess I can find him. I can hunt him down. But
Yeah, he's definitely... Wheel sticks out in the crowd, that's for sure.
You said that it's probably happening. You expect them to start showing up by end of week?
No, I mean, that's what my contacts have informed me of, yeah.
Okay. How confident are you in the brigands' firepower for this strike you're planning?
Well, I certainly don't expect to go toe-to-toe with the Saldrosi Dreadnought or a control carrier. But any
Do
of
you
this...
want to?
Absolutely.
I love when Irene gets that tone of voice. It's like, have you ever heard a sound like maybe crunching plastic wrap where it makes you like spine tingle?
Well, obviously we could talk more about it later, but the offer's on the table. You said you got your hands on my service record.
The problem you may face, and this is that each of our weapons is independently powered.
Okay.
You could update a few of them.
Well, it
don't know
limits
everything.
our ability to improve them.
No, I understand that. I may not be able to give you a ship full of big guns, but I can give you a few big guns.
A few big guns. Isn't that
More
a
weapons
good
is always
point?
appreciated, especially given the odds we're about to face. But my crew has been drilling for hit-and-run broadsides, and we're confident that we should be able to do some damage. But the Brigand is not the card we're playing on this particular excursion. The Brigand is just the escape plan.
Ah, so you're just not showing us your hand yet.
Oh.
Oh. Tell me.
Well, like I said, we need to wake up the common man. And unfortunately, fear and propaganda are such powerful weapons that it's going to be a hard programming to break.
We were just discussing that earlier.
Well, our strategy is to force these governments to go against their timetables and their propaganda machines and all their careful plans about how this is going to go down, and force them to act. Now.
You're starting a war.
I mean, yeah.
That's the plan. We're gonna take all those simmering tensions and we're gonna bring them to boil, and open war. I mean, especially two major powers such as the Saldrosi Empire and the Sphere Mandate. The people won't tolerate that. I'm not saying we're going to start the revolution tomorrow, but by the end of the year, I anticipate our ranks will swell, the message will spread, and the time will be at hand. Lives will be lost, but that's the price.
That was kind of our plan too.
Excellent. Well, now you have our resources. I'm sure you can be of great help. But some careful assassinations, bombings, should get the job done.
Yeah, that was the main goal. Sounds great. So
Out of curiosity.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
How does the Saldrosi Empire and the Sphere Mandate, if they were to go head to head, how would they compare to one another?
Well, I don't think they have the full scope of their military intelligence to bear, but they are both been posturing for this for some time. I guess it depends which of their military doctrines wins out. They both have very different tactics.
Well, here's my concern. We recently learned that the Sedrosi Empire is trying to employ psychics to their use.
Oh, well, so is the Sphere Mandate.
I'm just worried that the Sedrosi Empire may have learned a few things from a certain psychic colony that knew a bit more.
Yeah, they
regular
have been doing
psychics.
research. We've been crossing paths with them. They may know more than you had previously guessed, but I mean, I'm sure Lisi can help uh, us get an understanding of that.
Honestly, and I know this may sound cynical or perhaps opportunistic, but any planet that changes flags is to our benefit.
It just means it shows that they're already willing to consider what's best for them.
Exactly.
And you just provide them with an even better option.
Exactly.
Oh no, I just meant that the Seldrosi Empire might be able to use tactics that you were not previously aware of, and that Elise might help you prepare for those.
Well, I wouldn't mind getting the latest scoop on our enemy, but I don't anticipate that the Common Revolution will be going toe-to-toe with these guys for some time. We hope to marshal the soon-to-crop-up partisan groups under our banner, sway them over to our line of thinking. Basically turn the rebels into revolutionaries.
Yeah.
But first we have to give them a reason. We're flipping the script. They want to rule us through fear, and we're going to show them that we aren't afraid.
We aren't fucking afraid.
That's right. Well, I think this is going to be an interesting partnership. And at that, the camera dollies back, and we cut. I know that at least one of you wants to do a shout out. So let's start with that, and then if anyone else wants to piggyback off of it, we can do shout outs now. So go ahead, Lenya, and start us off with the shout outs.
I had actually forgotten that I asked for that. Am I sounding clear? Cool. Hi guys. I have an Etsy shop. It's called The Ultimate Nerd Stop. You can find the link in one of these sites. I still haven't remembered which one to point to yet. One of these. I make phone coasters. Let me see. Hot pads for plates and stuff like that, or hot dishes. They're fun like that. And recently, I added to my repertoire koozies for coffee cups. And of course, they're lined on the inside so they don't slide. And all you do is you slip your coffee cup in there, and it keeps your hands from getting burnt, as I've done many a time. It's called The Ultimate Nerd Stop. Just find the link and go check them out. I'll have these up on the website soon. I make a lot of them. Lots of fun colors. Follow me on Twitter, Zola. If you have any ideas for coasters, just send me a tweet. I've actually tried to start tweeting, trying to get better about it. So check it out. These will be up soon.
Awesome. Okay. And that's going to be it for our shoutouts tonight. So everybody, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you had a good night. I think we have a lot of fun. We had a great balance of combat and roleplay this session. And looking forward to the next chapter of Lost Horizon, and I hope you are too. So everybody have a great week. Get some sleep. Stay safe. We will see you next week.
I prescribe sleep.